Hello. What's up this afternoon, everyone? Welcome. Fine Monday to you all. Good to see ya. Good to... Oh, hang on. Wait, there we go. Good to see ya. What is up? Oh, SMRT Trivia. Welcome to the Visual. Thank you for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Xeris, Leons to Demir. That Mike Arnold. Trivia. Again, how are you today? Destructor X. Uh-oh. Am I having green screen issues? A little bit. Always. I'm getting a new green screen tomorrow. I am super excited. I'm getting a new green screen tomorrow, which will hopefully take care of all these green screen problems forever. So the improvement is coming very, very soon. Benimon, Lotus Eater, Dragon Looter, Garbo Arby, Suaver, Clegy Martinez, Edstrasome. I don't think anyone wants my green screen. You would not believe, for someone that makes content all the time, you would not believe my setup. I don't even know if I could, I don't even know how I could show it to you. So my green screen, to put this in context, my green screen currently is essentially this massive, way heavier than it should be, green sheet that's probably, I don't even know, 20 feet by 20 feet. It like hangs down all over the ground, and I have it screwed into the wall behind me. So yeah, it's gonna be way better once I get the new one. Christian Bales, Sugar Slayer. Oh, how are you today? Good to see ya. So of course, the big news today is bannings. Banning. Of course, we're also playing Magic, and the bannings do mean Blood Moon's back on the menu. We're playing Chandra Prison. Gonna try out some Chandra Prison. Top Deck, welcome to the Visual. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. So maybe I'll cut up the old green screen and sign pieces of it and send it out to people. That could be like a cool sub reward. So bannings. I guess we should talk about this before I get into it, because we haven't got to talk about it yet. Hey, what's up, Iggy? Thank you. So, historic Nexus Burning Tree gone. I'm fine with that. Ninja, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Nexus being banned is definitely exciting. So, I was already hyped for Historic. I'm more hyped now. Nexus, I think everyone expected that. I'm super glad it's gone. I really hated playing against Nexus. Burning Tree, I'm fine with. It is annoying when you get janked out by Burning Tree, and it's just like, turn 2, Burning Tree, Robber of the Rich, or Gallia, or whatever random 2-drop with haste. So that is annoying, although, I don't know, is the Gruul deck actually that good? I'm actually, like, a little confused, because I feel like whenever I play against the Gruul deck, it doesn't feel that insane to me, and I think the main reason people played the Gruul deck is it was one of the decks that could beat Nexus. So I think Nexus being banned, like, automatically people just play more sweepers and stuff, and then Gruul gets worse. So that one was a little bit worse, a little bit weird to me with Nexus being banned, but I'm fine with it. I'm not going to complain. I know some people have been upset about, well, Wizards put Burning Tree into the format with historic anthologies, and now they're banning it. Does that mean they messed up or whatever? I don't think so. I'd rather see Wizards print powerful cards and sweet cards in anthologies and have to ban them later than just put a bunch of like bland, boring cards in anthologies that don't do anything and never have to ban them. So that doesn't really bother me. Thribish, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. On the other hand, and I could probably spend our entire stream not playing Magic and just ranting about Pioneer. I don't know if I've ever seen in my entire Magic life, I don't know if I've ever seen a worse BNR announcement than the Pioneer ban and restricted announcement. Oath of Nissa Unbanned, which, whatever, Oath of Nissa is maybe fine, although it does improve Kethis combo, but to me, this almost feels like a troll. Like, I think that the BNR announcement would have went over better if Wizards didn't mention Pioneer, didn't do anything in Pioneer, because everyone was convinced that the Wizards was finally going to fix the format, do something about Inverter, maybe do something about Lotus Breach, get rid of the combo decks, and then Wizards' one change is a change that maybe makes more combo decks in the format. Oh, Pioneer is a tale of squandered potential. Dog of Myth for the 14th month. The format was so sweet last fall. It was so sweet. It had so much potential. There was a time when it was my literal favorite format. And then Theros Beyond Death came out and gave us Inverter combo. It gave us Lotus Breach combo. It gave us Heliod combo. And you could literally see the popularity of the format nosediving. I don't really play it much anymore. Other people, I presume, have done the same thing. And then this BNR is just, it really is very close to just like a troll, like setting the expectations for Wizards to do something meaningful to the format, and then Oath of Nissa, which means they actually spent time, presumably, testing if Oath of Nissa was okay in the format, rather than figuring out how to man the real problems of the format. So this one has not gone over well. People were asking me a week ago if Pioneer was dead. A week ago, I said no. I don't believe the Pioneer was dead. I said I did not believe that. However, a week later, maybe. It might actually be dead a little bit. So I'm very concerned. I feel like maybe Wizards just doesn't. Oh man, the screen. I feel like maybe. Here's what I think is going on. I think Wizards maybe just doesn't care about formats that aren't on Arena right now. There's no Paper Magic tournaments. There's no Players Tours. There's no Magic Fests. Pioneer events are already not firing because the format's bad on Magic Online. Pioneer's not on Arena. So we're like, well, whatever. Like, we don't care. We're all about Arena now. That's how it comes across to me. So that is the issue. As far as Modern, I mean, we're playing Modern today. I think the Modern BNR is fine. I think it's good. If I could have chosen a single card in Modern to be removed from the format, it would have been Acrum's Astrolabe. So I think that's good. On the other hand, I was hoping for a little bit more. I was hoping for like Astrolabe plus Mystic Sanctuary or Uro. But like I said, if I had to choose just exactly one card, Astrolabe is the one. And that means Blood Moon's essentially unbanned. And we're going to play Blood Moon in just a minute and see if it's actually going to get in the format. Because now you actually have to think about your mana costs again and your colors again. So that was good. Pauper, I don't even know. I haven't played much Pauper lately. Expedition map, a bit of a surprise. Sanctuary people are on. None of the flicker spells got hit, which is a little weird. People were thinking Ephemerate, Ghostly Flicker. But instead, they went with Sanctuary and Expedition map, which does power down Tron. The other thing in this BNR announcement, at the very end, the Wizards had to mention Standard, and it cracked me up. Alex, welcome to the Visual. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Do I think Uro or Sanctuary is more problematic? I think that Sanctuary is a more problematic card. However, Uro is played in more decks, so even though it's a little bit less problematic, you have to deal with it way more often because it's just so good and goes in so many decks. We'll see if losing Astrolabe powers it out at all. So I think Mystic Sanctuary is more egregious, but you deal with Uro more often. So maybe they're about equal because of that, but for different reasons. Standard, this part just cracked me up. They're like, yeah, we've heard about your concerns about Growth Spiral, but we looked at the meta, and you can play all kinds of different Growth Spiral decks. Like, you can play any flavor of Growth Spiral deck you want in Standard, and they each have different strengths and weaknesses, so since you can play any kind of Growth Spiral deck you want, we're going to leave the format alone. So, Maximum Impact, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super true for you. But we talk more about the bannings as we go along and play Magic. But today, we're bringing Black Blood Moon for two reasons. One is Astrolabe's gone. We can prison people again. Secondly, I've really been wanting to try Chandra in this deck, new Chandra, because the discard your hand is a big upside with Ensnaring Bridge. So Chandra seems really well suited to be a Planeswalker in this deck, generate card advantage, keeping us empty-handed, shooting our opponent's face. The ultimate doesn't do much, but whatever, that's fine. So I've been wanting to try that as well. Now that Astrolabe is gone, we could potentially actually get people with Blood Moon again. Cassie on turn one. So we're going to give some mono red Chandra of Prison a try and see how good new Chandra is, see what the meta's like without Astrolabe, and hopefully have some fun, maybe even win some games. But before we get into that, I am really worried about Growth Spiral being reprinted. That type of card seems like exactly what you would print to support. It seems like exactly what you would print to support something like Landfall, which is probably coming back in Zendikar based on all the rumors and whatnot. So that feels like exactly the kind of card that Wizards would put in the set. So we'll see. Do you think Bridge from Below should be unbanned? I mean, no, not. I actually really don't. So here's my argument against Bridge from Below. Bridge from Below, if you put it into Modern right now, would it be a problem? No. However, there's not really any fair or healthy way to play Bridge from Below. So if it ever gets played again, it's going to be some sort of degenerate graveyard combo that we're not going to really want in the format. So I don't see the upside of unbanning it. Like, it either is unplayable or it's doing something degenerate and broken. So it's not like a card that, oh, like maybe some fair decks will play it and then it gets broken eventually, but we'll deal with that. It's just like, it does nothing or does everything. So I don't know what the upside is of actually unbanning it, really, other than saying it's not banned, which it doesn't seem like that much of upside for me. Jables McBooties! Man, this BNR is a disaster. Hope Jumpstart and Amaket will make Historic sweet. I think Historic was the best part of the BNR, and I'm really hyped for Historic. And we already started playing a little bit on the YouTube. Reminder number one, playing some Soul Sisters, which apparently I gotta keep playing more Historic, because everyone's like, hey, this is like a top tier deck. And I was like, wow, this deck is sweet, but apparently Soul Sisters is like a legit deck in Historic. I didn't really realize it. It's so hard to know what the top of the meta actually is without having tournaments, but I'm hyped for Historic, and Jumpstart's coming this week, and there's going to be some sweet Historic stuff on stream, on YouTube. We're going to be playing a lot of Historic in the near future. Hopefully they do brand Astrolabe in Legacy as well. Could Vito be good in Soul Sisters? It could. Going into his Psychic Color is a little bit clunky, but it does seem good with all of the life gain stuff. Is it possible to play Historic on Moto? No. Historic is not playable on Magic Online. It doesn't even exist. I guess you could, like, play a modern game with a friend, but play by Historic rules or whatever, or freeform. But there's no tournaments for Historic on Arena. Otherwise, Replay YouTube. That's where you can find all the old streams. YouTube, we talked about that. Our sponsor today, Kamel. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. And if you need some Magic cards, maybe some Core Set 2021 cards, or some Jumpstart cards, you get them over at cardkingdom.com. Even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let them know you want one in your order notes. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. Otherwise, the Discord is new and improved. The merch page has tokens, t-shirts, playmats, get a way to support the stream and the channel and the site. Donations, always appreciated, never required. $2 or more gets your message read on stream. Hey, what's up, Daddy Firezine? How are you? Hello, hello. I was surprised to not see Legion's landing in your Soul Sisters deck. I considered it. I wasn't sure if it was worth it or not. I felt like we're not, like, really aggressive in the early game instead, but maybe we are attacking enough to flip it. And it is very strong if it flips. So anyway, let's talk about this deck that we're playing today. We are playing Chandra Prison, celebrating the unbanning of Blood Moon. So Blood Moon, you saw the stream title. It was never banned, but it was kind of like shadow banned by Astrolabe being a card. Astrolabe just really wrecked the get him with Blood Moon strategy, because even through Blood Moon, a like 4-color deck just has really good mana if they have Astrolabe, but Astrolabe is gone, so now we can go back to getting people. Donovan, welcome to the Fish Bowl with the resub, the Twitch Prime to Tier 1 sub. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I am having trouble drafting Core Set 2021. Normally decent limited, but can't seem to win more than 1 or 2 games at a time. Not sure I'm doing wrong, and I'm sad. I will say, and then we'll get to this deck, I promise. I will say that happens to be sometimes in limited too. There are some formats I'm just bad at, and I don't know why. And I feel like in general, I'm pretty good at limited. Most formats I'll, figure out and do well in. But every once in a while, there's just a format that doesn't click with me. I'm trying to think. Theros. I remember Theros was one of those for me. I could not win in Theros. I did well at all the sets around Theros, was very confident. I drafted a bunch of Theros, and I could never win in that format. I don't know if it just didn't line up with my playstyle, if I was doing it wrong. So that happens sometimes. Hey, what's up, Donos? My desktop is still fried. Ooh, but, well, I'm glad you made it, Tanos. Hopefully your desktop will be new and improved soon. So what we're doing with this deck, this is an update on Free Win Red, Mono Red Prison with a Chandra focus. So a lot of these decks these days play Karn, tutoring stuff out of the sideboard. That might be better than playing all the Chandras, but I really want to see how good Chandra Heart of Fire is. So what we're doing, we have a bunch of rituals. We have Desperate Ritual, we got a Pyretic Ritual, we got Symbiote Spirit Guide. So hopefully on turn 1, maybe with Gemstone Caverns, or on turn 2, we're sticking a Blood Moon with no Astrolabe, hopefully to get our opponent, make him not do things. Then we have Rabble Master, which is decent, but hopefully we can stick Chandras, ramp into bigger Chandras, draw cards with Chandras, deal damage with Chandras, win with Chandras. We also have Chalice of the Void, which is really good against some decks. attacks, just locking down a certain converted mana cost. Ensnaring Bridge to shut down creature attacking once we get empty-handed, which new Chandra helps with. And that's the deck. Free win red, mono red prison. No Karn this time. Dodie with the gift sub to Snapbeats. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. So anyway, sideboard, we have no Graveyard Hate, which I'm not 100% sure on that, but Eidolon for combo, Dragon's Claw for aggro, Spyglass for Tron and like Goblins potentially, Kozilek's Return as a sweeper for aggro, Boil for blue decks, Torpor Orb to shut down ETB triggers, and let's see how this deck works. Let's see if Blood Moon is back on the menu and actually good in the modern format now that we've had bannings. We're going to find out. We're going to find out. Hopefully, at least we make people miserable. Win or lose, hopefully we make people miserable. The Starman DX, Daddy R, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you both for your subscriptions. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, Shot of Prison, take one. So what do you all think about the bannings? You heard my take, and I'm sure we'll talk about it more as we go along. Blood Moon is like unshadow banned because it was kind of not playable because of Astrolabe. But now Astrolabe's gone, so Blood Moon is back. I think Astrolabe's a fine card. Ugh. So Astrolabe, I will say, Astrolabe, when I saw it, I thought it was a fine card. I really did. It didn't look like an egregious, overpowered card when it first came out. However, if there's one thing that I've learned over the past year, and that probably should have learned before from like Battle for Zendikar standard, it's the colors really do matter. Like it really, really does. That is one of the there's a few things, and we've been learning this more and more, that when Wizards goes too far to break them, the game just kind of falls apart. Like Companions giving an extra card in hand would be one of them. Having just perfect mana from Astrolabe would be another one. Mana costs, when your mana costs don't matter and your Ugin is always coming down on turn 4 because of ramp, or your Agent of Treachery is getting cheated into play with a whatever 4-mana thing constantly. Like, those are things that really matter. Those are the rules of Magic that hold the game together. So I feel like that's where Astrolabe went wrong. It was just way too easy to play like 3, 4, 5 color piles, and it was really hard to punish anyone for doing that. Like, Blood Moon is a way you can punish someone. If you're going to play 5 color Niv and get all the power of 5 colors of Magic, that's fine, but there should be counterplay to that. And the counterplay to that, and I do know that I also play Blood Moon because it janks people out and gets free wins, not denying that in the least. That's a big part of what I love about Blood Moon. But there should be some amount of counterplay, which is kind of what we saw in Battle for Zendikar standard, where we had like $1,000 decks and everyone was 5 colors with fetches getting the Battle for Zendikar lands and just everyone playing piles of everything, and that wasn't necessarily great either. Nearly Saved Jim. Oh, gonna crack some double masters? Are you gonna go VIP, Nearly Saved Jim? Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm thinking, oh, they're gonna be so expensive. I kind of want to find a way to get like a booster box or like a booster case of the VIP boosters. I'm so nervous because it's gonna be like a ridiculous amount of money, but I think that would be a really sweet video. Just like the ballerist booster box opening video. But I'll probably lose so much money. But I think it would be sweet. Yeah, 6-mana Chandra is really good if we can get it down. I get to play first. Is our opponent playing a creature deck? So we can get empty-handed. We can shut down creatures. If our opponent's playing combo or like control, this is really bad. Pioneer just did not get any bannings. Ugh. If we knew the matchup, this would be a really easy decision. Oh, we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. I don't know what the meta is gonna look like post bannings. We'll see. We will know very quickly if we're gonna win or lose this match based on what our opponent plays. So Blood Moon, it was mostly a joke on Astrolabe. Blood Moon was never technically bad, but it was kind of shadow banned because... Okay, that's a creature. Oh, Merfolk. Yes. Oh, yes. Okay, this is now the dream, and we were rewarded for our absolute greed. Yes, game. I mean, probably. Should be game. Ooh, rewarded for the riskiest keep. Paid off, paid off. Yeah, all they did in Pioneer was unban Oath of Nissa. No bannings to any of the tier decks. The argument against banning is consumer confidence, but does anyone have any confidence in Wizards managing Standard Pioneer after this announcement? I would say it take a bit of a hit. Like, my overall impression is, oh, is it humans leading on the Waterlog Grove? Well, that is also very good. Thalia. Sure. Can't Big Chandra yet. Oh, play the land. Simian Spirit Guide and Snaring Bridge. Alright, lands. We need lands. We just gotta stay empty-handed through this Thalia. That's it. Like, if we lose because we have Chandra Heart of Fire in hand, I'm gonna be so sad. I'm gonna be so sad. That's the card that's supposed to be making us win, not lose. This is my favorite modern deck, too. Vixis. Definitely one of them, at least. Champion of the Parish for our opponent. Oh, come on. Come on, lands. If we draw land here, we definitely are in good shape. I would be fine with Freebooter. Freebooter taking Chandra would actually be great for us because it makes it much easier to stay empty-handed. Yeah. I'm really... Pioneer just makes me sad. It really does. Well, we couldn't Chandra because of the Thalia, so it's actually 6 mana at the moment. If it wasn't for Thalia, we definitely would have double Simian Spirit Guide, but yeah, we need an extra mana for it. Opponent gets in, hits us. Sure. Down to 18. Come on, land, please. Yeah, Chandras are bad. We don't want to draw more Chandras. Alright. Chalice isn't exciting, but it does get a card out of our hand. Ooh. Oh, come on, lands! Come on, lands! 8th edition, this is an 8th edition deck. This is as close to, like, 8th edition block as you can get. But yeah, Pioneer was going to be so sweet. Like, last fall, I really loved Pioneer. And I had such high hopes for it. And it went downhill sadly and shockingly quickly. Vote it. Getting in. Yeah, down to 14. At some point, we can exile the Simian Spirit Guide to stop getting attacked by Thalia, but I don't want to do it yet. We might need the mana. If we draw like a Blood Moon or something, we're going to Simian... We just want to draw a land. That's it. I don't even care what land. Any land. Okay. Well... Alright, more chalices. Opponent is definitely not getting to play 1-drops. Yeah, no mention of Uro. No, Blood Moon was never actually bad. It's a joke based on Astrolabe getting bad. Because Blood Moon, you just couldn't really play it when everyone was playing Astrolabe because it didn't do enough. So it was supposed to be an attempt at a joke about Astrolabe getting bad. Why not Chalice on 2? We can't actually Chalice on 2 because of Thalia. We need 5 mana to Chalice on 2. The Thalia tax is adding up. Meddling Mage. Yeah, that might... Well, they're probably not going to name Chandra Heart of Fire. We really need to get empty-handed. Blood Moon. The problem is that's a card that gets stuck in our hand, and that is potentially a way our opponent can beat us. Please. All right, so we don't want Blood Moons. We don't want to draw Blood Moons. We need to draw a land. I feel like I need to save this Spirit Guide for as long as we can to maybe be able to cast Chandra or 4-mana Chandra. Like, this is bad. We might actually have the... Oh, no. Well, all right. So, opponent, now you know. Send a little message. That's what I get for clicking my hand randomly. All right, there's a mountain. Play the mountain. Pass the turn. I think we gotta wait. We need to get this Chandra down. We can wait one more turn, and we can exile an instant speed if we have to. If we play it, then it gets Reflector Mage bounced, potentially. Which I guess we could exile it then, but I think we want to wait one more turn, because if we draw land and get down this Chandra, we can start sniping down Meddling Mages, and then we can play Blood Moons, and then we're empty-handed, then we win. They don't have any direct damage, so I feel like we can afford to take this hit. Kinda. Sort of. If they have Thalia's Lieutenant that they've been slow rolling, that would get us. It seems like they would have played it by now. All right. Oh, come on, land. 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 That works. Okay. Land. Symbiote Spirit Guide. Chandra. Big Chandra. New Chandra just in time. And we will shock you. Oh, we should be good now. We should be good. The only way our opponent could beat us now is like Noble Hierarch beats. But that should be hard with a Chandra out. So I think we're safe now, hopefully. Oh, that was so close. Yeah, the bans already went up today. We gotta wait a couple days on Arena, but they're up on Moto, so we're Motoing with Blood Moon today. I mean, they'll have to put the... Why are they making human mana? They'll have to put the Noble Hierarchs into play at sorcery speed because this is on 2. So then we can just snipe them with Chandra, so we should be good. Strictly that was close. We waited as long as possible, but we got there. Strictly Jess with the $2 donation. Hey Seth, been playing Historic Soul Sister deck for much of Rue, and it's pretty sweet. Oh, thank you, Strictly Jess. Yeah, I was like surprised at how strong that deck was. Like, definitely surprised. And it's kind of cool. Life Gain, like, traditionally is not that good in formats, but that deck actually feels really good. Yeah, I mean, Chalice, we don't really care for the most part. They still got to play it at sorcery speed. The only one drop that's a slight concern, I mean, I think we just got it locked. Unless our opponent has main deck ways to answer our stuff, like main deck Deputy of Detention maybe would get us. But at this point, we're very close to just having the game actually hard locked. Poted. Yeah, those creatures are fine. Let's take up. New Chandra in action. Get rid of the bridge. Okay. Mountain. We can play lands with New Chandra. Rabble Master. Start making some tokens. And those are blockers for... Ooh, Chandra's good. Chandra's really good. I don't even think we need to kill Thalia at this point. Like, I don't think we care about Chandra at this point. Or about Thalia at this point. They are blockers because they can't attack because of our ensnaring bridges. Yeah, New Chandra, so far, it's only game 1, but so far, New Chandra seems great. Like, that was exactly what we wanted Chandra to do. Opponent, Vials in. Pump fakes, okay. Either Vial, Pump fake. So far, so good. Even without the Blood Moon. Unclaimed territory. Opponent's got a handful of cards, but do they do anything? Probably not. Probably a handful of 1-drops. I mean, I guess they covered some of them. Deputy. So the good news is, Rabble Master means we don't immediately die to Deputy. All right, General Kudru. Sure. I mean, eventually we're going to hit Big Chandra, and then things are even sweeter. Do you think that Gruul will still be the best aggro deck in Historic? Our win cons are Chandras, well, outside of Rabblemaster. 6 mana or 4 mana Chandra. This Chandra is not a very good win con. It's our best card draw Chandra, but it takes a lot of shocks, and the ultimate doesn't really do anything. Freeboot us. Alright, so we will play the land, take up Chandra. Stomp Thalia. Simian Spirit Guide. Wow, Chandra's great. It's super great. It's been super good. Yeah, Seasoned Pyromancer does seem good. I've never really loved Rabblemaster. I know a lot of people play Rabblemaster and Legion Warboss, and I've never been impressed with. Rabblemaster is okay. Warboss I just don't really like in the deck. Another Meddling Mage. Sure. But yeah, Seasoned Pyromancer might actually be better. I might actually make that change. Just watch the VOD of the pizza stream. Super proud of our community. Me too. That was insane. So insane. Very much worth eating. Really gross. Really, really gross anchovies. I took your Eldrazi Conscription Hallowwood deck, made some changes. Ooh, let me see, Jay Moriarty. Opponent, doing random things. We have enough blockers that we don't just die to a Deputy of Detention, which is good. The card advantage of the Chandra is really sweet. Really, really good. Mono red hollow one. Ooh, Yadaro, eh? That is spicy. I have not seen too many Yadaros. Potato Dave. Oh, is this it? Potato David. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, Mantis Rider. That is acceptable. That is perfectly fine. Mac and cheese stream I'd be down with. I love mac and cheese. Mac and cheese, tier one food. I mean, but so is pizza. Do I have to have anchovies in the mac and cheese? Oh, don't ruin mac and cheese for me too. Well, I guess we. Oh yeah, there's no Thalia anymore. All right, so I guess we play the Blood Moon. Keep locking it in. Take up Chandra. Play a land. Play. I don't think we need that Chandra. Alright. I guess we keep chalicing. The lock is strengthening! Oh, we can actually ultimate, it just doesn't do anything. Have you tried... Ooh, 250 on Arena? Congrats, Llamas and card draw. What are you playing? What deck and format? No, it was the Blood Moon banning thing. Maybe I should change the title because it's confusing everyone. It was a joke about Astrolabe being unbanned. Astrolabe kind of like shadow banned. There we go. Kind of shadow banned. How long does our opponent keep doing this? Kind of shadow banned Blood Moon. Well, take up Chandra. Ramanomp Druids. I mean, we're going all the way. We're going all the way. Chalice at every cost that is in our opponent's deck. Pass the turn. How do you like us now, humans? How do you like us now? Opponent piles in. Another meddling mage. I mean, we could start shocking with Chandra. Although I think we just win with this Chandra. That's my main game plan, is draw cards with this Chandra, ultimate this Chandra. This Chandra wins the game super quickly. Yeah, make it work. So how can we lose? This goes... So opponent needs... I don't think we can lose now. Deputy of Detention to hit the bridges. All right, we draw more Blood Moons. I'll take up Chandra. Ramadan Ruins. Rabble Master Part 2. Oh, yeah, that's right. So there's not even really any point in casting that. Okay. No, we will not cast it. Take 2. There we go. There we go. We're remembering that we put chalices on literally every mana cost. Pass the turn. We're getting there. The shocks are adding up. We're very close to ultimating Torch of Defiance. Okay, Thalia's Lieutenant going to grow the dorks. Well, okay, this actually is a risk. So if our opponent can go tick up, Deputy of Detention, 1 attack with Mantis Rider, that is a way we could lose. That is a way that we could actually lose now. The Mantis Rider is big enough to kill us in 1 attack, and we do not have a flyer. There's risk. There's risk. Oh, staying on 2. Okay, staying on 2. That's good. As long as it stays on 2, we're happy. We get... I guess we could double Chandra to do it. Mountain. Oh. Then we're so far away from ultimating. Do we want to be so far away from ultimating? Alright. I think to be safe, hit that. Hit that. Well, now we're going to have to win another way. I guess eventually we could win with the Goblins. Like, we'll build a big enough board. And we can start shocking phase. We should be fine. Meadows Baz for the 11th month. Almost 1 year. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big Jube cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's the only way we can lose is by Deputy of Detention with that flyer out. I feel like we gotta be careful. Opponent does tick up. Passes. More Blood Moons. Well, take up Chandra. Hit a land. Ugh. Take up Chandra. Chandra. Keep the new Chandra. Take up Chandra. Hit you. Down to 12. Pass the turn. Dog of Myth. With a gift sub to Acrum and Flibblehex. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big Super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! We have 19 cards in our deck. So they still got a chance if they have Deputy of Detention. Our win cons are our Chandras. But we take down. Oh, come on. You better not Deputy of Detention us, opponent. No, no, no. I don't like that Ether Vial on 3. That scares me. Opponent passes. Well, okay. Kill Mantis Rider. Again. I think our opponent's trying to run us out of cards. Nesmith for the 43rd month. That is insane. Pioneer Beds, welcome back to the Fishbowl, by the way. Unbans, in Pioneer, or Unbans is concerning, but Modern is a step in the right direction, at least. I would like to see the green Cryptic Command go, and even a blue-white control player. I'm sick and tired of Teferi. Yeah, I think that's good analysis. So I'll take up Chandra. We're going to play through our entire deck, aren't we? Very close to it. And we'll just hit you for 2. Shock with Chandra. 2 turn clock. Put us down to 8. Actually, 1 turn clock with our tokens, maybe. Pass the turn. Yeah, I don't know. Veil of Summer's busted. I don't know if it bothers me that much in Modern. We need to run more finishers. I mean, we have Big Chandra. We haven't found it. It's in the bottom 17 cards. And Chandra Torture Defiance, when ultimated, is a very fast clock. But we've been ticking down to kill these Mantis Riders. Because I think that's the only way I see of us losing this game is Mantis Rider into Deputy Detention for one-shot kill. So we've been playing a little conservatively by playing it that way, but ooh, Siege Gang would be sweet. Hey, welcome, Zeg Fan. Glad to have you. I'm glad you have caught the stream. When we draw Mountain, we will shock with Chandra. Let's just wait one more turn. Take up Chandra. No. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah, we can't win anyway. All right, so play them out and pass the turn. Opponent finally down to 4 with us. I don't think they're quite lethal, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if our opponent has nothing on Ether Vial, then it would be Exaxes. But then, again, that would open us up to losing to Deputy Detention if our opponent can. Like, they Violent Deputy, and then we're just super dead on the backswing. I got the Masterpiece Blood Moon. I usually play a split of Blood Moons for max tilt factor. That is, if you ever play Freewin Red or Mono Red Prison, essential deck building techniques, white bordered basics. Wow. Oh, I'm so glad we played the way we did. So we lose the bridges, but we're still good. Okay, hits the bridges. Sure. But they're still Blood Moon, so they can't cast a flyer. We can chump block everything. Wow! Wow. Good thing... Well, that's why we were playing so carefully, is exactly because of this potentially happening. So opponent attacks. We block. We block. We block. We block. We block. Stay at 4. And opponent scoops it up. We got there. Wow, that was so close. Well, we played... So if the other thing about playing this deck, mismatch basics could also be good. I go white border basics, mismatch bridges, and Blood Moons. Those are the essentials for me. One of the most important parts about playing this deck, if you're going to play it, is it's so much about... It's really a metagame deck. It's similar in that sense to Lantern Control, where you really need to know what your opponent's decks are and what outs they have to the lock pieces. So that is kind of the most important thing. Like, sure, sometimes you go like, Gemstone Cavern, Land, Ritual, Blood Moon, and you just win. But in the games where that doesn't happen, it's very much about trying to cut out your opponent's outs to your lock pieces, which is it worked out there just barely. Johnsy Wannabe, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So Torpor Orb's in, Kozilek's Returns probably in. What are we cutting? I almost wonder if Chalice is worth it. We're on the draw, so they get to get down Ether Vial. It does shut down some stuff. Yeah, Torpor Orb is one of our best cards. My M21 stuff arrived. Ooh, awesome! I'm glad it got there, Jay Zoller. Yeah, because of Vial, and with us being on the draw, I think we go down Chalice. Torpor Orb is great. We can probably trim like a Magus of the Moon, and maybe we just go... Maybe we go 2 Kozilek's Returns. It could be too slow. Yeah, I don't usually like fighting against Vial with Sorcerous Spyglass. We do have the Braids, so we can snipe one if we need to. If we do manage to keep Vial off the battlefield, Blood Moon is very good. This sounds actually decent. Turn 2 Torpor Orb is sweet. And we have a removal spell. This shuts down a lot of our opponent's outs. Torpor Orb is maybe one of our best prison pieces in this matchup. What's the date of my Double Master spoiler? I want to say 27th? I'll have to double check. I believe it's the 27th. So we will Gemstone Cavern. Exiling Ramanop Ruins. Well, can you beat a Torpor Orb? Can you beat a Torpor Orb? Yeah, opponent's got the basic. And the Vial. Okay. Well, Mountain and Torpor Orb. Go. You're going about it. M. Jacobs, 18 months of my wife, Marcy, getting to hear her favorite content creator's voice. Keep up the good works. Well, M. Jacobs, thank you. Thank you so much. And tell your wife thank you as well. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Why not keep Blood Moon in against Vial? Why keep Blood Moon in against Vial but not Chalice? Chalice, I'm not sure is impactful enough, not just because of Vial, partly because of Vial, but also because our opponent does have a pretty good split of mana cost, so like just locking down 1-drops, it doesn't really kill their game plan. It's obviously not great for their game plan, but it doesn't just beat our opponent on its own or anything. Well, land and, well, I guess we're doing the same thing. Land and Ensnaring Bridge. With no Deputy of Detention to worry about at the moment. Do they bring in spells? Probably not. The instant speed aspect in Kozilek's Return is the biggest upside. I'm actually not sure when Double Master spoilers start. It's got to be next week or the week after. I like Chalice more, yeah. If we're on the play, I like Chalice more because... Torpor Orb saving our day. I like it more on the play because it can come down on turn 1 before anything. About it. Hitting us. I don't play a Mountain. Cast the Monkey. Do you think Pioneer can or will make a comeback? So I think Electric Light, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, the BNR today was not ideal, I would say, for most Pioneer players. So can Pioneer make a comeback? It's going to be interesting to see Wizards' response to the community's response of this BNR. There has definitely been an outcry about no changes in Pioneer. From pro players, from content people, from average community members, everyone has shown their displeasure with the Pioneer BNR. We have seen cases. The one that comes to mind the most is everyone thought Aetherworks Marvel was going to get banned, and then Wizards, for some reason, did not ban Aetherworks Marvel, and everyone flipped out. And then Wizards emergency banned Aetherworks Marvel. Not that they will emergency ban Pioneer stuff, but we'll see if there's another BNR in the near future. Right, Vile's in for not much value. We'll play a land pass the turn. Wow! A huge donation. So I'm hopeful that maybe Wizards will take this response and use it to improve the format in the not too distant future. That's my hope and prayer. McKeary, $100 donation. Didn't even hear the announcement. I didn't even know the announcement had happened. While I'm obviously happy that Astrolabe is gone, I might be even more happy that Ponder is back in Pioneer, though I would have liked Thassa's Oracle or Urobad. Yeah, I was I think I'm actually fine with Oath of Nissa being back. A little bit nervous about the Kethis combo. We'll see if that's an issue, but in general, I'm pretty fine with that. I do think that more bannings or some bannings would have been helpful. Spirit of the Run, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Boda gets in for 2. I mean, we're pretty close to just having this locked down, I think, unless there's a surprise Torpor Orb answer that we don't know about. So here's the thing. I don't know. Do you ever watch The Bandwagon? It's a video that LSV and Matt Nass do. Yeah, let's just pass for now. I don't know if you ever watch A Bandwagon. I would recommend it. It's short, like 15-minute videos. I love LSV. LSV is like my favorite content producer, and Matt Nass is maybe the best modern player or one of the best modern players. But I would definitely recommend it. And now And now I lost my train of thought. I was going somewhere with that based on something someone said in the chat. I was going to reference something from the Banhammer they put up today. A good point that they made. Oh, I remember now. I remember. It was that one thing Wizards brought up was the inverter win percentage not being that high, and the combo deck win percentage not being like through the roof high. And they brought up a really good point that inverter is a kind of deck that is not easy or intuitive to play if you're not familiar with it. So their argument was basically that sure, while it's true that overall the win percentage probably isn't off the charts, the good players with inverter are posting insane win percentage with it. And it's the people that don't know inverter and don't know the format and have never really played that style of deck before that pick it up and probably get crushed with it is probably bringing down the overall win percentage of the deck, which I thought was a pretty good point. What decks do you go to the top now? It's going to be very interesting in Modern. Historic, I have no idea. Historic, I'm super hyped. We're going to play a lot of Historic over the next few weeks because we're going to have boy, this Torpor Orb is so funny. As a Ponder Monocop player, I'm feel a little bit bad about playing it, but boy, it is really wrecking our opponent's deck right now. At some point, we're going to be empty-handed, and that will stop this aggression. Let's... Huh. Noble Hierarch or Ether Vial? Probably Hierarch, actually. Hierarch. Kill the Hierarch. Pass the turn. We can do the sneaky instant speed pyretic ritual. Yeah, if they drew another Hierarch, then that could be an issue. They could start attacking through the Simian Spirit Guide and our bridge. Yeah, if they draw a second one, though, that could get us. While Ether Vial, we don't have a Blood Moon, so whatever. Put your stuff into play. I don't think I care. We got a Torpor Orb, so go for it. RG! Thank you so much for the 3rd month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I mean, just big creatures are not really threatening right now because of Bridge. And Torpor Orb to defend Bridge. Okay. Torpor Orb. Saving the day. I think we are going to cast its ritual. We're never going to need the mana, so cast a ritual. So far, so good. In Modern, I don't really know what's going to happen. Astrolabe is played in so many decks. Ooh, there it is. There it is. That's what we wanted. This Chandra has proven herself to be very good in this deck. Chandra. Shake Flyer, I guess. Pass the turn. Next turn, we get to start drawing cards and closing out this game. I'm doing well, Mezzy. We're getting to play Blood Moon. Of course I'm doing well. But a lot of the Astrolabe decks are not fully dependent on Astrolabe. Some are more than others. But I think, like, Uro, I think you can play that without Astrolabe. Does the deck get worse because you can't blink it with the Arion or whatever? An opponent gives us a GG, says they can't get out of it, and score 1 for Blood Moon right off the bat. That was a lot longer than I thought. That was the long and grindy game. All right, want to know the long and grindy game. So it's not like Ghostly Prison propaganda. No. Are we talking about Ensnaring Bridge? Ensnaring Bridge is just a hard lock if you get empty-handed, which Chandra's very good with. Only took an hour, but we're 1-0. I wish I could play Ween on stream too. I really like. I love music, so I would enjoy being able to play music on stream. Might do some. Oh, let me see. I have to pull up Twitter and look up Magic. Let's see what this poll is about. I'm curious. Magic Esports. Alright, Magic Esports. Let's take a look at this. Magic Esports. So, today's BNR announcement brought changes. Fusion! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Brought changes to many different formats. Which formats changes surprised you most? Which archetypes and decks do you want to try out in the fun new world? Well, Pioneer, most surprising. Everyone seems to agree. Hopefully the comments are PG-13. What changes surprise you most? Standard. Jeff. Why would you even put out this poll? Everyone have brain knows Pioneer would blow everything else out of the water. Goldie's polls give the community a place to connect and discuss topics du jour. They are not used as formal surveys. Are you secretly trying to just let MTG die? Wow. Okay. Okay. Todd with the LMAO. Okay, so Wizards get a little bit hammered on Twitter. Oh, I'm not. Oh. Oh, geez. Okay. All right. In Blood Moon, we trust. So Chandra to the bottom. Gemstone Caverns. Exiling Bone Crusher. All right, we'll see. Oh my goodness, another $100 donation. McCary. Wow, that's $200 today. Thank you so much. Thassa's Oracle is the duh pick. Uro, I think, is fine because there's no way to play any fair deck. Oh, please gonna do a land. No way to play any fair deck aside from Bug if it stays. Maybe preempt. Ugh. Oh boy. Oh boy, that's not what we wanted to see even a little bit. Huh. Well, we will. Desperate Ritual Blood Moon. Might be a bit late. Might be a bit late here. Bone it. Yeah, probably some sort of Taxus deck. Hopefully not. Maybe everyone's playing humans now that we've been banned. Leonin Arbiter. Well, we don't have fetches and you don't have ghost quarters, so well, alright. Alright. I mean, we'll see what answers they have. Flicker Wisp at least is a concern. Flicker Wisp could get rid of Bridge for a turn. Yeah. Is this a normal stream time now? So normally... Wait, change the stream title to what? Booster Therapy! Going to need this opponent to scoop it up. I hope. This isn't looking great so far. Opponent led with the planes into the Ether Vial, which is not what you want to see if you're the Blood Moon deck. Chalice. We're going to have to hit lands to empty our hand to have any hope. And now we got to hope our opponent does not draw Flicker Wisp in the near future. Welcome to the Fishbowl Booster Therapy. Thank you for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. I think it's asked if you should change the stream title. People keep asking. Is the joke not working? All right, what do you think? Should we change the stream title? Yeah, so I fully admit that the deck might be better with cards over Chandra's. It very much might be. But Chandra's sweet, and new Chandra has been very good. Most people say keep it. Okay. Well, I will defer to you, chat. Oh, did I not finish McCary's donation? Oh, McCary, I'm so sorry. I got sidetracked by the Blood Moon. Thassa's Oracle is a dud pick. Yeah, I think Thassa's Oracle or Inverter were the most obvious picks. I almost think that Inverter's a better target because it doesn't have a backup. Well, all right. We'll keep doing things. You. Blood Moons for days. Lord Vargas! Blood Moons are back with Chandra's. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. No Trinisphere. Trinisphere is very powerful, but much better in decks that can destroy lands rather than just Blood Moon lands. Well, what do they got? Flicker Wisp, 1 on Bridge. Ooh, how many Flicker Wisp do they got? The big problem is we only got 2 lands, so we're going to get... Yeah, this is not a great position to be in. Opponent attacks with everything. We will kill a Leonin Arbiter. Wow, they ticked up to 4? Huh. Okay. What is happening? So Bridge returns. They must have Resto. Alright, Chalice on 1. Yeah, this isn't looking great. 2 lands, no fun. They gotta have Resto since they ticked up to 4. They might have 2 Restos, and then it would make perfect sense. So here's Resto 1. Black's Flicker Wisp gets rid of the Bridge. I mean, if they have 2 Restos, this is just gonna kill us. Because we're not doing anything at the moment. Opponent, yeah. Another matchup where Torpor is going to be insane. Can you build it to Fairy's Ageless Insight deck in Standard? Oh, yes, I would. Well, you definitely should. I really like Fairy's Ageless Insight. Opponent. Well, we hit a land. Let's see what you got. We have so many donations. Makiri, donation train all by yourself. Goodness. $50 donation. Oh, really? All right. Well, they had the perfect. All right. Well, that is the exact dream hand that you want from this scenario. McCary with a $50 donation. The end of the message was basically Oracle and Uro are definitely probably Heliod. Everyone talks about the Delve cards, but I played a ton of Pioneer before Theros, and they were fighted fair. I still think a little bit that. Thank you so much for all the donations. I still think a little bit that Dig Through Time will be busted eventually. I think both Delve cards will, if the format's going on 5 years from now or whatever. So I can see some value in just getting rid of them, being done with them. But I do agree that right now, the Delve cards are relatively fair if you don't have combos to find with them. But with like the Lotus Breach deck and the other combo style decks, especially Inverter, they are pretty busted. This is the guy I lost to in the top 8 of the showcase. Ooh, that's cool. Have I considered royalty-free smooth jazz on stream? The copyright system on YouTube is just so messed up. Not charity at the moment, Booster Therapy. We are back to normal donation-wise for the moment. Devilfish B for the 17th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. So the copyright issues are the big problem, to the point where we've actually tried royalty-free music, had issues with it. We've tried paying for a music library, had copyright claims. It's basically that YouTube system is really bad. YouTube system is anyone who wants to can just like claim that they own a song, and then you have to like defend against that. And it's actually kind of hard to do because you're not really sure. Some of them, like maybe there are rights for it, and if you fight it and say like, no, like this is fine, and you end up being wrong, then they can just ban your entire account. So it's really stacked against using music in any way. And people, they're like copyright trolls essentially that take advantage of it to the max. But that's why it's always such a challenge. Well, all right. Magus of the Moon's out. Chalice of Void's out. Torpor Orbs for sure in. Why Slagstorm over Anger? I go back and forth. The upside of Slagstorm. Yeah, we'll play first. Yeah. Okay. Wow, we could empty our hand to turn one a Rabble Master. That is a clock, and we have a braid to back it up. Cool. This is a problem. This is why I'm usually skeptical of Rabble Masters. Is I feel like this is what happens with Rabble Master and Legion War Boss. You get hands like this, and you go all in on the Rabble Master. And then your opponent pass it, and you like 4-for-1 yourself, and you lose. Well, we're up against some sort of taxes deck. Mono. We always saw was white mana. It might be mono white taxes, but I think we're gonna go for it. So land, Simian Spirit Guide. They did mulligan to 5, which helps. Desperate Ritual. Rabs. Token. Itcha. 19. Please no paths. I mean, path seems unlikely, but they probably expect that Rabble Master exists. All right, there's Ether Vial. Ooh, Kozilek's Return. Not as great at the moment. Well, go to combat. Mega Token. Hit you for a bundle. This is a power Rabble Master, is it is a really fast clock. Opponent's down to 13. We only need like 2 more turns. I don't think we're gonna kill Rabble Master. We're gonna kill the creature, whatever the first creature is. Opponent. We're all in on Rabs. Ghost Quarter, that's fine. Do your worst. Thalia, certainly. Well, we untap. Mountain, Abrade, Thalia. Keep it going. Token. Rabble Master. Swing. Can they violent a 1-drop that's actually relevant? Oh, we need one more removal spell, probably. What do you think Inverter was never really played in Modern? Why do you think Inverter was never really played in Modern? It has started to be played in Modern. Alright, opponent. Gonna jump block. Sure. It has started to be played in Modern. It's not top tier, but it is. Oh, yeah. Isambara would be a hilarious blowout. Are you glad Bogart Harbinger didn't get banned? I am. I think that was the part of that BNR that struck me as strangest and made me think it might not be real. Not because we couldn't get to the point where Harbinger needs to be banned, but that Wizard just doesn't act that quickly. There's no way it would take some obscene data. Like they're seeing 80% win rate or something. Just ridiculous for Wizards to actually ban something that quickly. So that's why I was a little bit skeptical. All right, opponent's doing some shenanigans. Renegade Rallier. Getting back Thalia. Well, this is slowing down our beats. Now it's keeping our opponent in the game. Oh, this would have been good last turn. I'll play the Blood Moon. This does mean we're going to start losing our Goblins, which isn't great. And Kozilek's return's awkward with this draw because it kills our Rabble Master. So opponent takes a slight beating. Pass the turn. Sealand, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Surprised the expedition map in Pauper wasn't on the radar with anyone I was talking to about the format. I was too. I mean, Tron was a deck people were talking about. So in that sense, it's not super surprising because Tron was definitely on the list. However, it is a little bit surprising that expedition map was the card that was banned over like Ghostly Flicker or something. Oh, we're super close to winning this. Ugh. Alright. Get in with the Goblins. Keep chipping in. We're so close. Yeah, we're just gonna play carefully for as long as possible. We're to the point where another Slag Storm does it too. Chandras are good if we get them down. We can Wrath at any time if our opponent gets back into it, so yeah, I mean, powering down Tron makes sense, although the specific banning was a little bit surprising. Zelzlog for the 17th month. So far, so good for Blood Moon. We're 1-0, which, where you want to be. New Chandra has been very impressive so far. Yeah, so today's podcast, I will put up basically as soon as we finish the stream. But today's podcast is primarily banning focused. Oh, Mystic Sanctuary. That card. We're like so close. Alright, well, Goblins die. I know you like Vintage Cube. Do you have any tips on drafting it? I really enjoy it, but I haven't played it a lot. Vintage Cube, my theory is pretty simple. You want to do broken things and stop broken things. That is basically the foundation of Vintage Cube, in my opinion. The decks that I see that are usually pretty bad are like fair mid-rangey decks or fair-ish aggro decks. Those are the decks that I feel like that I feel like do the worst in Vintage Cube. On the other hand, anything that's broken-ish can be pretty solid. And being able to stop your opponent's broken things, also pretty solid. Well, alright. Token. Goblin. Attack, attack. Restoration Angel. Blinks Rallier. Gets back Noble Hierarch. Ugh. Yeah, it's not great. Opponent blocks and blocks. Yeah. Well, we will see. Now there's a resto. Yeah, well, can we beat a resto? Opponent untaps. Opponent's at 6. We're so close. Give us a bridge. Give us a Chandra. Eddie Chandra. Opponent. Another vial. Gets in with resto. Down to 13. Yeah, Torpor would have been great. Oh boy, the flood is on. Land 7 out of 21. Past the turn. Oh, not like this. Not like this. Opponent. Take it up, take it up. Horizon Canopy is a mountain. Gets in. Down to 10. We don't have that many turns left. We don't have that many turns left. Ramen Roads is officially a mountain at the moment. Well. Simian Spirit Guide. Go. Oh, not good. Not good. Found it. Adevs. Yeah, that's better than nothing. Not as good as many things. But it is technically better than something that's just dead. Yeah, Monkey Beats. That's when you know things have not gone to plan. When you're on the Monkey Beats plan. Opponent. Apparently this guy was 2017 Spain national champion. That's cool. Opponent gets it. It's a 7. Something good. Ugh. Little late. Little late. That would have changed this entire game if we drew it earlier, but Torpor Orb. Attack. Wow, they do have path. Alright, thin the deck. Oh, there's still a resto. 2 turns, 2 turns. A second Slagstorm would do it. Oh, we're just running out of time. Opponent hits us 4. Potentially 2 turns. If they could vial something in, we could die this turn. 1 turn. Well, that is a Chandra. Wow, this is so interesting. Oh. Oh. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? All right, so plan 1. So here's our options. We have 2 paths. We have 2 paths. We can shock resto, Slagstorm. And then we should survive whatever our opponent vials in for a turn. But then we're not especially close to winning next turn. The other option is shock our opponent. If our opponent drew a 2 or 3 drop, we lose. But if they drew a land or something of another converted mana cost, we win next turn. So basically, we can roll the dice on our opponent's 1 draw that this was a card that is not relevant to the scenario and win the game next turn. Otherwise, we get in this long and grindy game. Yeah, draw. I guess we would end up drawing, wouldn't we? I guess that's a good tiebreaker. So we will. Yeah, I guess we go this direction. Oh, if they have Flicker Wisp, we just get wrecked anyway. All right, 3 damage. Actually, no, we gotta do it first. So we Chandra. Resto. If we do it first, then at least we kill the Flicker Wisp, if they do have it. Slagstorm. Okay. Watch them not have anything. Oh, that's right. We have Torpor Orb. Oh! We could have gotten the draw, most likely. We could have gotten the draw. Do we even want to draw, though, or do we want to win? These Ether Vials are still frightening. Desperate Ritual. Well, we might as well cast it. We're drawing cards. We're drawing cards. We need protection. Oh. Okay. That's not protection. Torpor Orb, again. Ramen Druids, again. Kozilek's Return. Okay, none of that stuff helps us. Oh, no, that might have been a putt. I guess, oh, that was a putt. We should have left it exile to our end step in case they vial something in. We might actually lose because of that. Wow, they drew Fickler Wisp. Yeah, I was thinking we needed to get it into play. Or that we wanted to get it in our graveyard rather than exile. Yeah, that is definitely a mistake. Boat it. Flickers in. Now we're going to have another really interesting choice, down to 1. I feel like we gotta draw cards. I feel like we do. We have a lot of stuff to hit. We have a lot of lands out of our deck. Yeah, we can't Ruins because it's a mountain. Yeah, time to draw. Come on, Chandra. Oh, okay. Those are cards we wanted to hit for sure. Very, very, very for sure. Our deck might have bailed us out. It's Staring Bridge, number 1. At 1 life. At 1 life. Slagstorm. Definitely do not click player. Number 2. Blood Moon, number 3. Yeah, our Ramen Ruins are mountains right now, so we can't actually use them. Otherwise, you were right. If we could use them and they were not mountains, we could potentially kill our opponent. This Chandra is so good. It really is. It really is. Opponent. Ooh, they did have a vial too. It's an ooze. That's okay. That's gonna gain life. Boy, apparently this plays ridiculously long games. I thought we might win some quick games with this deck, but we have not had any quick games. Instead, we have had the longest, grindiest games. Yeah, thankfully they have vials on 2 and 3, so they can't vial in a hierarch. Or that would be That would be bad, the noblest of hierarchs. I mean, we can Chandra it. If they could Violet in, yes, that would get us. But since they can't Violet in, more lands. Yeah, play the mountain. Chandra, take it up. Ritual. Chandra. Here comes our good cards. We got the lands out of the way. That path from our opponent thinning our deck. Opponent has 1 green? I think we just get rid of this because of the life gain. And then we kill our opponent in 2 turns from 8. Yeah, that would just potentially gain a lot of life and slow down our clock. So, all right. I think we're good. Wow! A little bit of putting by playing that Kozilek's return, but we survived. All right, Voice of Resurgence, sure. With a Torpor Orb out, I'm not sure how they get out of under our Ensnaring Bridge. Another Vile. Oh, no. Vile Noble Hierarch is scary. Opponent passes. We will take up Chandra. No. Shock with Chandra. Play a lad. All right, you're down to 4. We have 4 damage worth of Chandras. Yeah, new Chandra's been great. It was essential to us winning our first match, too. It's been very, very, very impressive. Really, like, it's been really good. I mean, this is it. Can we get the win? Opponent draws. I don't see, and scoops it up. Whoo! 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 So we have been to the point of being able to ultimate Chandra a whole bunch of times. We haven't actually used it, though, because our deck isn't especially built around it. Like, we could get Slag Storms for damage, but our life total is too low. We can get, like, Abrades to kill stuff, but we don't actually have... We're not really built around the ultimate. Like, I'm sure sooner or later we'll do it, and it'll be really good. But in general, it's draw cards, shock, shock, shock. And that's how we've been winning. So Scred, the problem is we're a Chalice deck, so we can't really play any 1-mana stuff. If you play Scred, you basically forego Chalices is a big thing to have access to Scred. I like Chalice a lot. We'll see what the meta looks like post-banning, but in general, I tend to play this version. Bolts is basically the same thing. You just can't really play anything that costs 1 mana. Sometimes I play a couple Relic Projects in the sideboard, but you can't really play 1 mana stuff if you're a 4-of Chalice deck. Deck list, yes. Yeah, it was sideboarded out. There's the deck list. Alright, before we go to game 3, since I was going to do it between rounds, but apparently all of our rounds are incredibly long. A quick reminder that our sponsor today is Card Kingdom. And if you need some magic cards, you get them over at cardkingdom.com. No, so the people were confused. It was a joke. The banning thing. It's a joke on Astrolabe being banned. Blood Moon was like shadow banned because you couldn't really play it. Hey, what's up, Barisana? How are you? You couldn't really play it because of Astrolabe. So Blood Moon decks just mostly went very far away. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Wow, Zan has what we want, but 1 land. Gers Phoenix, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh. Oh boy, this is so tempting. Torporb's so good. We got a sweeper. Opponent's already mulliganed. The problem is we really need to hit a land in the next 2 draws. It is greedy. If we had 2 lands, it's snap keep. Blood Moon's kind of middling. Oh, we're gonna maul. We're gonna maul. Oh, I wish I had the 1-lander. Oh, I wish we had the 1-lander. Alright, we'll keep Torpor or bottom. Crushy Crusherton bottom. Well, this isn't a horrible 5. Horizon Canopy. Aether Vial. Well, land go. Come on, lands! Come on, lands! Come on, lands! Teferi's Angel's Insight. I don't think it's just a worse version of Valhemred's Archive. It's similar, but... Ooh, wow, opponent kept a 1-lander. You know, it's similar. We're going to do this first. Except it's cheaper. So that is the upside. And there's some differences between artifacts and enchantments in some decks. Land, 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 land. Ugh, more bridges. Boy, if we draw lands, we're in business. If we draw lands, we're in business. Can we draw lands? Can our opponent draw lands? Opponent cannot. Can we? No. Oh, no. The race for a land. The race for a land. Who gets it? Opponent. Oh, they hit it. And now they can play Thalia, and we're super duper. Oh, no. Oh, and now we draw it, but we got to wait a whole extra turn. Oh, that might swing the game. That might swing the game at our... Oh, no. Oh, no. The luck of the Friarish. Opponent's going off. Oh, that's so not good. Oh. Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal. This Thalia is locking us. Opponent gets it with Thalia. Oh, that's so good against us. Oh, no! Wow! Oh, the 3 drops in the world! Oh! No! And they drew 4 lands in a row! Oh, what a way to lose! Well, the magic gods have spoken. The magic gods have spoken for sure. Well, play the Blood Moon. We have hope. This looks like Dramoka's command. Opponent's floating mana for. Oh, brutal. Brutal, brutal. Okay, kills our stuff. Yeah. Wow! Wow, 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 wow! That is amazing. Opponent gets in. Hits us. Passes. Oh, we draw land. We will... Chandra minus, then Resto beats us. Chandra plus doesn't do anything. I think we just have to Slagstorm. The challenge is getting out of cards, basically. Oh, I guess Chandra minus would be fine because we do have the Torpor Orb. So Resto would not be blinking there. I still think this is fine, though. Hopefully this sets us up to... Yeah, here comes Resto. Wow! The amount of lands our opponent has drawn in a row is absolutely shocking. It really is, because remember, our opponent was on one land. They've drawn lands, I think, 5 turns in a row to stay in this game. About it. The problem is if they draw Leonin Arbiter, it's really, really bad. Then we're back to not being able to cast anything. Down to 10. Tapping, untapping. Snoop combo land. Oh no. Okay. Well, that helps. 1, 2, 3. Ensnaring Bridge. Ensnaring Bridge. Oh, this Gaddock is still insanely good. Yeah, there's 2 bridges to cross, but we can never cast the Chandra or future Chandras until we kill Gaddock. So there is a big risk that we're going to get stuck with cards in hand and still lose to the beatdown. We've already used a lot of removal, a Braid and a Slag Storm. Ruins only hits players, unfortunately. 2 damage to each opponent. So it can't get rid of the Gaddock. Opponent, Horizon Canopy. They've drawn so many lands in a row they can cash them in to draw cards. Opponent. Yeah, mismatch bridges and blood moons. You gotta get the tilt value if you play Mono Red Prison. Yeah, Ramen Up Ruins only damages opponents, unfortunately. It would be sweet if it could kill creatures, but it does not. Not quite that good. Down to 8. Oh, we're gonna have to draw a removal spell. Or at least cheap things. Revoker. Cheap things, removal. That's what we need. Not Chandras. Chandras are the one thing we can't draw. Because we don't have a way to play them or discard them. We gotta draw removals before we draw a Chandra. Hey, thank you, Borderlands Wood. Ramen Up Ruin says 2 damage to each opponent. It doesn't hit creatures. I'm not 100% sure if it's a meme now and people are just joking about it. About it passes. Oh, okay. We can bridge 3. That's a lot of bridges to cross. Torpor Orb. Oh, please don't draw Chandras before we draw removal. That is essentially the entire game. That is it. We got the Kozilek's returns. We got Slag Storms. We got an Abrade. We have options. As long as we draw cheap cards, it's fine. But if we draw an expensive card, we're going to die really quickly. Knight of Autumn. Added to the list. Red Light Forever. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscriptions. Hello to you. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Do you guys know when I can sell my Pioneer decks in Europe? I mean, I still don't think it's impossible. Dang it. Betrayed. Betrayed by the Chandras. Ooh, that's, I think, game now. That's game. Alright, well, That's, so, in this game, I will say, our opponent got very lucky, and we got pretty unlucky. But Magic is partly a game of variance, so... We had, how many cards? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards that we couldn't draw. And 39 that we could draw. And we... It doesn't do anything. We're still dead, right? Well, I guess maybe. Ugh. Is this gonna be enough? I guess if we wait till the beginning of combat. Oh, maybe we got bailed back out. So there's no. Okay. So all right, we'll pass. So I guess maybe this is fine. I keep thinking that our opponent has Resto in hand, and they probably do. But with Torp Orb, it doesn't matter. So we wait till beginning of combat. We Kozilek's return. Dramoka's command beats us. Yeah. So we're dead. Well. Oh. Magic gods. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. Unfortunate. How did it beat us? Our opponent has a whole bunch of 2/2s they can attack with. I'm so confused. So, opponent chose prevent all damage an instant or sorcery would deal. So, Kozilek's return doesn't deal any damage. And then we have 2 cards in hand, so our opponent can attack with all their 2/2s. So they just attack with their 2/2s and win. Our opponent even kind of did it mockingly. They could have just put a counter on something else, but all right. Yeah. Ooh. If we had drawn our cards in the opposite order, I think we would have had it. Oh, so incredibly close. Wow. Well, so far we have played some ridiculously grindy matches with this deck. We have not had a single free win. Ooh, that one hurt. That one hurt because our opponent kept a 1-lander based on Ether Vial, and we blew up the vial, and then our opponent drew 5 lands in a row. So, and then they, oh yeah, that was brutal. That was brutal. All right, well we will keep. We will put Gemstone Caverns into play. We will get rid of one of our million Chandras, and your go about it. Yeah, there weren't many things that actually... Yeah, and then the other way we got unlucky is we had 5 things that we couldn't draw to not hide under bridge, and we drew one of them immediately. If we had drawn the sweeper first, that would have really changed things. So the variance went against us multiple times in that match, I would say. We will stomp out this Swift Spear while we got the chance, hopefully. All right. Threat 1 down. Go. Should have done that on their upkeep just in case Dramoka's command was their draw for the turn. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's probably true. Well, what's Blood Moon? Although, our opponent's got red cards, and they can get a Swamp here, so this doesn't actually just, like, beat them, but hopefully it slows them down. Okay. Claim to does, draws a card. There's a reason to wait till opponent's turn, by the way. They drew it last turn. Opponent plays a land. Full price light up the stage. Sure. Bolt and Unearth. I'll play a land. Play a Chandra. Take up Chandra. Pass the turn. Well, our opponent can cast everything here, and it's probably pretty good. They unearth a Swift Spear. They bolt Chandra. They attack Chandra. Ooh. Ooh, what is this deck? What are we worried about? Oh, how do we do that? Hey, see you, Kinjanu. I guess Chandra Chalice is probably the way to go. Hopefully Chandra lives. I'm a little worried about our Chandra dying, but I guess we got another one that'll come down at some point. Take up for mana. Chalice on 1. Chalice on 1 is great against our opponent's deck. They can potentially kill Chandra just by throwing a bunch of spells into it, but yeah, this is the Chalice matchup. Bobble. That actually gets round Chalice. Okay. Cracks it. And scoops it up? Okay, there's a free win, essentially. That was basically a free win from Chalice. Oh, Blood Moon's back. Blood Moon's back. Yeah, Chalice on 1's pretty good. That finally got a free win after somehow playing 2 grindy hour-long matches with this deck. Well, this feels like a Dragon's Claw matchup. So I think Dragon's Claw in. What do we go down? Magus of the Moon, probably out. Actually, maybe we just go down Rabble Master. Pony has a million ways of dealing with Rabble Master, I assume. So go down Rabble Master. Go up Kozilek's Return. Kozilek's Return. And we'll go up 1 Magus of the Moon. Something like that. Blood Moon's okay. I think Blood Moon's still okay. Cutting off their black mana is helpful. The deck usually does not play many backlands, so Eidolon. So Eidolon, I usually bring in against combo like Storm. I mean, we could bring it in against this deck, I guess. I try to minimize stuff that just dies to Lightning Bolt. Normally I would not bring it in, but maybe it's worth trying. Yeah, I feel like it's just going to die. I mean, bringing over the 1 Magus is fine. Alright, let's try it like that. I'm doing well, Golem MTG. How are you? What is this biggest weakness? Matchup as an example. Ooh. Well, we got Chalice on turn 1, which is pretty good. Actually, really good, hopefully. Opponent, land and Soulscar Mage. Well, alright, opponent. How do you like a Chalice? Land. Simian Spirit Guide. Chalice on 1. This should cut off a big chunk of our opponent's deck. Pass the turn. Alright, opponent. No spells for you. No spells for you. I don't know about Chalice on 0. I think I'm going to put another one. Yeah, I think we're going to put another one on 1. Especially now that our opponent had the Abrade. Opponent gets and hits us. Well, they dealt with the first one. But thankfully another one is impending. I don't land. Chalice on 1. We could use a Chandra. Pass the turn. Do you have an answer for another Chalice opponent? Ugh, Bobble. Boo. Boo, getting around our Chalice. Phone. Wow, cashing in the Sunbait Canyon. Cashing in the Bobble. Getting in, hitting us. Down to 16. Chandra. Oh, that is. Alright, so. I think we just play Ensnaring Bridge. Play Ensnaring Bridge, pass the turn. Next turn, we can Ritual Chandra and be empty-handed. Phone it. Land. Luris in hand. That is acceptable. Opponent gets it, hits us. Oh, this turn's going to be good. This turn's going to be good. We draw Lad, so we will play the Lad. We will cast a Ritual. We will cast a Ritual. We will cast a Chandra. Will our opponent scoop it up? Oh, this Chandra's been insane every time. Shock you? Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Chandra, Heart of Fire. And opponent. Done. Cannot be M21 Chandra. Cannot be M21 Chandra. Well, if there's one thing we've learned, other than Blood Moon being back, is the Chandra's great. The Chandra's great in this deck. It is just awesome, awesome, awesome. Hey, what's up, Adnos Kid? How are you? It is. It's like so perfect for this archetype. Well, up to 2-1. Boy, that one loss was brutal. So close to 3-0. But we can still feed the kids and get some treasure chests. We just technically only need to go 1-1 out of our last 2 matches to feed the kids. Opponent goes back, adds four braids to the main deck. Yeah, I mean, so what are the bad matchups for this deck? So it's kind of contextual. If your deck does not care about Blood Moon, does not care about Jealous of the Void or Ensnaring Bridge, you're in a good spot against this deck. Also, the deck beats itself sometimes. Like a good example is Merfolk. Let's say Merfolk. Merfolk doesn't care about Blood Moon, doesn't really care about Chalice for the most part. Unless you can get on like 2, which is not that easy. But it does very much care about Ensnaring Bridge. The problem is, if we play against Merfolk, we might draw Blood Moons and Chalices and not Ensnaring Bridge, and then we just get run over and lose. On the other end, if we just have like Ensnaring Bridges, then we just win. So it's really hard. I feel like it's a deck that actually can beat pretty much anything in the meta, but it is a little bit contextual based on your exact hand. Tron can be challenging. It definitely can. The problem with the Tron matchup is, even though Blood Moon is good against at slowing down Tron, the deck is not always fast enough to kill before they just start hard casting their stuff. Eldrazi Tron is much, much easier. Against traditional Tron, I don't think we keep this. Zerda. Against traditional Tron, okay. Against traditional Tron, they'll get to Oblivion Stones, Karns, Ugins, just hard casting them, unless we have like a fast Rabble Master draw. They'll get to those before we get to... What in the world is a Zerda deck? So is this creature-free control? Devoted Devastation, whatever. Eldrazi Tron is much easier. Can you respond to a choosing effect with Realm Right? So let me look up Realm Right. If it says as it enters the battlefield, then the answer is no. If it says when it enters the battlefield, then yes. So Realm Right says as Realm Right enters the battlefield. So yeah, so it's not a triggered ability. You can't respond to it. That's kind of the key word to look for, is as versus when. Like clones say as, and they just automatically come into play as something. Compared to Risen Reef, let's say, whatever, says when this comes into play. Or Solemn Simulacrum, when this comes into play. Alright, so we will keep this. We will put... Doesn't really matter. Chandra to the bottom. I think swapping to 4 Heart of Fire and adding a tutor target like Wildfire or Devil's Play on the sideboard could greatly improve the Tron matchup. That could be interesting. Yeah, I could see that. Probably like Banefire would be the way to go if you wanna do that. Do you think you could play this list? Let me see, Ad Nauseam Kid. Is it an Ad Nauseam deck? Saheeli is now a Phyrexian that kills on turn 3. Ooh. Have we ever played this combo? I've seen this combo before. The liquid metal coating Saheeli combo. I don't think we've ever played it. Yeah, that could be a fun one to do a video of. Okay, well now we know exactly what our opponent's doing. Will we be fast enough? Mountain, go. Chalice seems great against our opponent's deck. I don't know if it's going to come down fast enough. Luxac and Mallerpuller, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Oh, let me see, Crazy Man. Some Teferi's Ageless Insight. We really got to play Yadaro. So many people send in Yadaro lists. And we have not played a Yadaro deck. I feel like we need to. We need to get Yadaroing. Well, we're going to Chalice on 1. And we're going to really hope we draw land. This is going to be really tight. We will see. Yeah, we got to play a Yadaro deck, because Yadaro's sweet, and we've never played it. Yeah, we will definitely be playing a lot of Historic. Was looking through the comments of the Wizards Twitter poll and saw the hashtag FireMarkRosewater. Clicked on it, saw people taking every major Wizard announcement. Never understood why Mark gets so much hate directed at him. He is just one person. Yeah, so I like Mark. I like Mark a lot. My thinking is it's twofold. So one is there seems to be a group of people that just kind of irrationally hate Mark Rosewater for reasons like Magic cards aren't as sexy as they used to be, and that's probably his doing in some way, or minorities are represented on Magic cards now, and that's that's a bad thing, and that's Mark Rosewater's part in some way. So there is, like, I think this fringe contingency that hates him for that reason, which I don't think lines up with reality or makes any sense. Then I think the other bigger reason is that Mark Rosewater is very forward facing. So he actually interacts with the community constantly. He's the one that's saying, like, you know, whatever, we messed up with this set. I wish this mechanic went better. Answering hard questions, some of them, about, like, do you think planeswalkers are ruining Magic? So even though the whole company is making those decisions and Mark has bosses above him, he's kind of the mouthpiece. So it makes him a very easy person to end up taking the criticism, kind of the shoot the messenger thing. In a lot of ways, Mark is like the main messenger for Wizards. So he ends up taking some shots, which isn't necessarily, oh, that's not great. That's not great. We might be dead. We might be super dead. Oh, we needed a land to kill this Devoted Druid. Actually, we can, oh, this isn't great either, but I guess this is our best bet? Just to shut down our opponent's white mana so they can't Zerta? I think Seasoned Pyromancer is definitely worth considering. Yeah, and I mean, I didn't mean to come across Chuck as saying that all of every bit of criticism, but there's kind of this. I think those things kind of correlate. Jorga. I mean, I don't know. As far as, like, the loss of sexiness, I think there's, like, a fine line. Like, yeah, I don't know. Oh, it's elves. Interesting. Huh. Zerta elves. Well, we're gonna need to go to sideboarding and do some sideboarding and bring in some sweepers, I think. Pona has so much mana. That's a good draw, though. Stomp on you? I mean, maybe there's hope. Maybe there's hope. Did someone ask Mark, are Planeswalkers ruining Magic? You should, oh, thanks, Chuck. You should check out Mark's, Blogatog. There's, like, tons of, ooh, Azuri. there's tons of questions on the Blogatog. With some of them, I think that the Planeswalker one is an actual, like, legitimate, real question. I think that's actually someone, like, I feel like Planeswalkers are ruining Magic. Can you expound on this? But he gets lots of questions like that, and it goes with it, so... So yeah, sexiest of Magic cards. I don't even know if I'm qualified to get into it. Yeah, I mean, I like some of the old art, not because it's sexy, or even the old art that happens to be in that style, but just because I think that in the earlier days, there were a lot more variety in art, which I think is one of the reasons that, like, Seb McKinnon is so well liked today, is his art actually looks different than everyone else's art, and I think that's a good draw. And I think we might be good now. Oh, that's wrong. Wrong Chandra. And I think that, so I think there's legitimate aspects of it. Yeah, Rebecca Glay is another one. On the other hand, I don't know. For me personally, maybe it's just me and maybe I'm the weird one, but I've never really looked at, when I started playing Magic, I think I've told this story before, I didn't have any interest in the flavor. Like, I like the strategy game aspect. I would have been just as happy playing it with a deck of playing cards that had the same, like, mechanics and so forth as Magic. So that's where I was kind of, like, coming from. So for me, I've never even, like, really considered Magic cards to be sexy or not sexy. Like, I like some of the art, but that's just not how I've ever really thought about the game. So to me, it sounds weird to be like, oh, they can still cast it. That's right. Oops. Forgot about that. We turned all their stuff into mountains. Dodger Skull with the gifts up. I thought we had shut that down. I did exactly the opposite. Dunjaroo and Submidian, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I thought we had stopped them from playing Zerta. That was why we played that Magus to the Moon forever ago. I think we're fine, though, because this can't regenerate itself, and our opponent doesn't have mana anyway. So we get to... I mean, I think we mostly got this locked up now. Speaking of Seb, I support his Kickstarter to have a custom Soul Herder, Blood for Bows, SS Scatter. Ooh, that's super sweet. Yeah, Seb's art is amazing. And I think, I mean, he is an amazing artist, which is a big part of it. But I think a big reason why Seb is so popular is his art doesn't look exactly the same as everyone else's. And I think Wizards is realizing this to some extent. I think we haven't really seen it. An opponent, Shadow number 2, Heart of Flame, makes our opponent scoop it up. The Chandra just keeps winning. It just keeps winning. But I think I like even the bad old art. It just cracks me up. It really does. Some of the old bad art is just so hilarious. But I think Wizards has realized that about the art, and I don't think it's about having scantily clad people on it and so forth. Like, personally, I don't care about that. If you do, I'm not here to judge. To each their own. Like, I don't care about that. But I think Wizards has realized that people want more diversity in their art and have it not look exactly the same, because we've seen like the stained glass planeswalkers, we've seen the storybook cards. We haven't seen the different styles of art trickle into the main set as much yet, but I feel like Wizards has actually listened to that criticism to some extent, where the art did get pretty homogenized for a while, where it all kind of did look the same. But I feel like some of the extra cards is a really good way that Wizards has kind of like broken out from that, if that makes any sense. Like, but I feel like they have listened to some of that feedback. They just haven't implemented it in normal sets. Although you get some of the cards in normal sets too, but it hasn't been the entire normal set that has had that art. And then of course you have Seb McKinnon, who just does amazing work. Seb is, I think my favorite current Magic artist. Probably by, like, there's some really awesome current artists, but Seb definitely stands out from the crowd, I would say, of current Magic artists, for sure. Is Torpor Orb worth it? It shuts down... probably not. It shuts down, like, Reclamation Sage, which does seem relevant to our interests. I think we mostly just want a Wrath. Blood Moon actually doesn't seem that great either, but we don't have that many... I think we got lucky for Blood Moon to matter that game. Yeah, maybe we will Torpor Orb. I think we need to protect our ensnaring bridges. And Blood Moon doesn't seem good. Let's... Now we're like a weird Chandra deck, but... Oh yeah, have you gotten the Solemn yet, Tawnos? Yeah, who else? Hey, what's up, Ethan? How are you? Who is on your favorite artist list of current Magic artists? Ooh, is it actually here? Oh, let me see. Oh, so, can I show everyone on stream, Tawnos? Like, it's not a secret thing or whatever? Rob Alexander is amazing. I love Rob Alexander. John Avon, some of the best basic lands. Neox and Koro, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. So, Tawnos recently got the original art for the new Solemn. That's super sweet. How big? You can kind of... That's a chair? Wow. That is so big. That's like a regular full-size chair there, right, Tawnos? You said it was big. I didn't realize it was that big. That's amazing. Yeah, that is a super sweet piece. And huge. I am also jealous. There's a MTG card in the bottom corner. Oh yeah, you can see. So for context, there's a Magic card. Yeah, that's really sweet. I own 0 pieces of actual Magic art. Is that a Solemn? But it would be sweet to... I don't think I would ever have that piece, but... Yeah, I'm jealous, too. That's a super sweet piece. That's going to look great in your room. Do you have any advice for Commander Clash viewer-submitted decks? So my biggest advice is... Yeah, that's a great piece. Biggest advice for submitting Commander Clash decks is... If you watch Commander Clash, you kind of know people's play styles. Not that people won't go outside of their play styles, but you kind of know the style of play that most people use. Maybe we should have taken out Rabble Masters. We might have got pretty lucky to win that first matchup. And you're probably more likely to get your deck picked if your deck kind of plays to stuff people enjoy. Like, I like drawing cards. I'm probably going to pick a deck that can draw cards to some extent. Not that you got to be card draw tribal, but if your deck has no card draw and I look at it, I'm like, I'm going to be empty-handed all game. Odds are I probably won't pick it. Krim likes Grixis and just counter... You know what Krim likes. Counterbalances. Miserable stuff that no one else likes. Richard plays a lot of, like, tribal decks. So I think you could play to that to some extent. But really, I try to look through all the decks and... keep an open mind. I also sometimes just pick, like, the weirdest deck. Like, I think in the past there's been... Boy, how do we get out of this? Can we get out of this? So we can Chandra. When you retap a creature for mana... Okay, so that's not actually tapping for mana. This is tapping for 3, 4, 5. Well, I guess we're going to run out Chandra and just tick it up. I feel like we need draws to hit a Wrath. And Chandra should live. And we can tick it up to have another shot at hitting a Wrath next turn is probably our best bet. But yeah, like Beard Tribal and weird, just different decks like that. Tomer... likes budget decks. Not that he'll pick a budget deck, but Tomer plays a lot of budget decks. Tomer also likes drawing cards. He also likes assembling Caldera. So not that you gotta build a deck specifically for us, but I think that helps. I've subconsciously liked Seb's art starting with an uncommon called Bankrupt for Blood. When I started digging on more of his art, I was like, yeah, I think I was like that too. There's some pieces that I didn't realize were Seb McKinnon, or I didn't even know who Seb McKinnon was at the time. But I was like, oh, that's cool art. And then later, Seb became more and more kind of well known in the Magic community. Oh yeah, this is going to be really tough now. Now Azuri can regen or pump. Yeah, I think we're just dead now. 1, 2, 3. So we need to naturally hit a sweeper, use Chandra to kill Azuri, and yeah, tough. Naturally hit a sweeper, use Chandra to kill Azuri, I think is our chance. Is this my paper list? Not exactly. This is more updated than my paper list, which hasn't been updated in a while. This is very similar to my paper list, but this has more new cards in it. Truffle Snout is my newest favorite art. I think my favorite art since original Simic Signet. I'll have to look at, yeah, I haven't seen too many Zerta Elves decks. I'll have to look at Truffle Snout again. Is Freewood Red my favorite deck of all time? Probably. It's definitely my favorite modern deck of all time. It totally fits my playstyle. Alright, leveling up. Well, okay, this gives us more outs. We need a Wrath. We need a Sweeper. Draw 1. Chalice. A little late. Well, play a land. This is it. Is it a Sweeper? A Braid. Well, okay. Well, killing Azuri means we get another turn. Oh, this is spiraling quickly out of control. Opponent has so much mana. They can start pumping with Leyline. Favorite standard deck. Another Yorga Tree Speaker. Don't usually see too many green Soul Rings in Modern, but kind of sweet with Leyline, I guess. Oh, Stone. All right, opponent's got a little bit of everything. Stoneforge Mystic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So our opponent can pump. They get Umbral Mantle. They don't have Zerta, though, right? Oh. Oh, that's why they're playing Jorga. Interesting. Jorga just goes infinitely big by itself. Huh. Okay. Well, with Leyline and Umbral Mantle. Oh, that's sweet. That makes a lot more sense of why Jorga would be in the deck. Because I was like, no one plays that. Like, why would anyone play Jorga? Well, Chalice back in. Sorcerer Spyglass in. Blood Moon out. This actually feels like a tough matchup. We're gonna need a good draw here. Rabblemaster feels bad. Rabblemaster feels really bad. Let's leave in the Maguses over Rabblemaster. Alright. Well, here we go. Chandras versus Elves. Who wins? Yeah, Spyglass is in now. Yeah, I think it was worth it. You're correct. I think my favorite standard deck is probably Panharmonicon, honestly. I had so much fun playing Panharmonicon in Standard. So the problem with Bolts is we're playing Chalice of the Void to put it on 1. So we have like Abrades and Bone Crushers and other removal that doesn't cost 1 mana. It's a lot of 3-drops. Not a lot of interaction. We do have ensnaring bridges. We're going to mulligan. That curve is too clunky. Well, okay. This we will keep. We will put Big Chandra to the bottom. At least our curves... they're like 100% defined ley line. That's for sure. Land go. Always got that ley line of abundance. Do you think... do you think any of the Commander Clash crew would be interested in a deck build around Mortality Shift in Archangel's Light? I would be interested in a deck build around those cards. Mortality Shift. Opponent. What is Mortality Shift? Elvish Mystic. Mana to work 1. It's a... London Mulligans. London Mulligans. Always have the ley line of abundance. London Mulligans. Boo! London Mulligans. Oh, morality. That makes more sense. Do you think you could give me a day or time for the stream to place a Healy deck, or maybe upload it to YouTube? Ooh, well, it's something that I would like to play at some point ad nauseam. I do not know when that would be, though. If I figure out when it's happening, I will try to give you a heads up. Hey, what's up, Jigga? How are you? About it. Oh, it's a bridge. Well, a Braid Elvish Mystic. This could work. This could work. Torpor Orb to shut down Rex Sages. Chandra into Ensnaring Bridge, hopefully. Was hoping for a big shakeup at Pioneer. I started brewing once the announcement was made. Settled on Mardu midrange using Crackling Doom, Kroxa, and Liliana's. Ew. How has new Liliana been? Opponent, Elvish Mystic. And Cracks Windswept Teeth. I'm mostly sad because Inverter needs to go away to be able to really 9 lives, I think. Burning Forge Tender, opponent passes. I'll play the land. Torpor Orb. Pass the turn. I don't think we could die this turn. And then next turn, we could... they could still kill us through its Snaring Bridge. We gotta get empty-handed. This is awkward. We could use a ritual. A ritual would be sweet. Opponent gets and hits us. Down to 19. Ritual or just like, removal, I guess, fizzled by Forge Tender. Opponent passes. Play a land. Chandra. Take it up. No. Please don't collect a company into anything too good. Collect a company into... Oh my goodness! Wow! The magic gods have smiled upon us. That was more than I could have ever hoped for. I don't know if I've seen... I don't know when the last time I've seen that was. I don't know. I honestly can't remember if I've ever seen that before. I'm sure I have, but the stone whiff with a collection company is so unlikely. We're gonna have to calculate that for our opponent's sake, because the odds have got to be very close to 0. I'll take up for mana. Ensnaring Bridge. Ensnaring Bridge. Pass the turn. Oh, come on. Another one. Give us another one. Give us another one. 2 in a row. Azuri. Stoneforge. But it doesn't trigger. Oh, we just got to get empty-handed. We got to get empty-handed and we should have the game locked up. Can we get empty-handed? I don't think Chalice on 0 does anything. I guess we could have played it just to play it. We can't play it anymore. I don't know why it's still up here. A bug of some kind. Opponent. Attacks. Attacks. Do you remember when Field of the Dead was a scourge of historic? Feels like a lifetime ago. It actually does. I wonder if with all of the bannings, if it will once again become the scourge of the format. Alright, opponents running out all their stuff. We draw. Gemstone Caverns. Oh, this is good. So now we get to... kill Devoted Druid. Being 0 power is a concern. 0 power is actually like a huge upside. I don't think Azuri matters because we're gonna be hiding behind bridges. But 0 power Devoted Druid is a concern. Because that can attack through bridge. Alright, so opponent sacks. Saves Devoted Druid. That's fine. We play Gemstone Cavern. We play another Chandra. Chandra. Devoted Druid. Alright, pass the turn. Oh, now we just hide. Hide behind the bridge. Win eventually. Hopefully with Torpor Orb out, we're not in danger of losing our bridges. Yeah, bridges. Bridges is so good. Opponent. So opponent can do things, but those things are going to have a hard time actually winning the game. Rarely see Coco whiff. Had an opponent whiff 3 or 4 times with Mail of the Anima in one game. Yeah, that's... What is Mail's restriction? Is it just any creature? I can't remember. It's been a while. Or is it of a certain converted mana cost or like power and toughness? All right, there's Zerta. Yeah, so you got a creature power 5 or greater. So that is... Wow, another bridge. All right. Can never have too many bridges. I'll take up Chandra. Do we even need that? Yeah, okay. They could have, like, Nature's Claim. So play Chalice on 1. Ensnaring Bridge. Number 3. Pass the turn. 3 bridges is a lot for an elf to get over. We gotta get empty-handed. If we don't stay empty-handed, we lose. Because our opponent can attack and pump with Azuri, and we likely just get run over. All right, another Devoted Druid. Yeah, that's a concern. If they draw... They have to draw into... We'll see. Take up Chandra. Yeah, another Devoted Druid is a problem. Play a land. Pass the turn. Oh, man, is our opponent... Ugh. Oh, these 0-power creatures! Yeah, I think we're dead now. Wait, are we dead? Opponent. Oh, thank you, opponent. Oh! Okay, yeah, do whatever. We're fine with that. Whoa! Oh, thank you. Oh no, they can shrink it because it puts a -1/-1 counter on it. Oh, they're not. That was not a punt. They were correct. They're fine. They can shrink it whenever they want. So they're fine. Are we dead though? Like, is this lethal or does it? So this taps for 3. All right, opponent's gonna shrink it. The problem with putting Chalice on 2 is that we have an Searing Bridge in hand, and we just immediately die to our opponent's board. So we can't spend the turn casting the Chandra Chalice and then be left with a card in hand, because then our opponent gets to attack with their board, and they get to just kill us immediately. Goofy Word Gaming! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Opponent, I'm going to get in. Kill Chandra. This is super obnoxious. Opponent passes. We draw even more lands. Pass the turn. Wow, that is so unfortunate. Is Mono Red Prison better than Boros Prison? I believe so. I don't think Boros Prison is very good. At least, I think there was a time, a long time ago, where Boros, like, the Sun and Moon deck was good, but... Do they have lethal? How are they going infinite? So they can... I'm not seeing how they're going infinite. Opponent is, oh my goodness. Opponent is also not seeing it. Well, we will draw land number 10 or something. Pass the turn. Opponent keeps growing the dorks. Tapping and untapping. Sure. Like, I don't... Well, like, I mean, they could... Okay. Oh! Oh, that definitely means our opponent can't. Oh, they can still do it, right? Oh! Devoted Druid is the worst card. Another one. Well, let's kick back and see if they'd actually kill us. I assume next turn they just kill us with Devoted Druid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, looks like our opponent's finally figured it out. Azuri gives +3/+3 to untap Druid to generate 3 mana. Then you gain 3 more, activate Azuri. Oh, I see. Alright, I think our opponent finally killed us. Ugh. The weakness of Ensnaring Bridge, playing against 0-powered creatures. Wow. Oh. Boy, oh boy. Well, one more to go. That's brutal. That is brutal. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of trying to win by clock. Since all shocks will rotate in standard, we will have no duels that enter the battlefield untapped. Which lands do you think Wizards will print in Zendikar 3? I'm guessing it's a new cycle. Also guessing, well, that's not going to work. Also guessing it will enter the battlefield untapped, most likely. So, I don't know. I'm guessing it's something new that we haven't seen before. Would be my guess. I still think there's a chance it's some sort of, like, land token-based thing. Something, like, really different and new, so... But I'm sure, like, Wizards know shocks are leading. That's one of the things, because I did the article about rotation and changes at rotation. Oh, it's awkward. How do we beat this build of Goblins? Well, Chalice on 1. Yeah, Goblins is a concern, for sure. I don't think it'll be Pain Lands. I think it's Zendikar, and Zendikar is a land set. I feel like Wizards has to do something pretty good for the Zendikar land cycle. Well, there's the Snoop. Play a land, Desperate Ritual. That does say you're a Planeswalker. Ugh. Actually, you know what? Let's just Blood Moon. Without black mana, they can't Bogart Harbinger. And they can't Munitions Expert. And the deck doesn't play... Ooh, boy. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Whew. The math has been against us tonight. Goblins plays at most a single swamp. I mean, it really does play at most a single... Why concede? Because we're just dead. That's infinite. So yeah, I guess I thought everyone had seen the combo because we did a video of it. Snoop and you have Bogart Harbinger. Snoop can use the activated abilities of a goblin on the top of your library. So you get Bogart Harbinger, you put a Kiki-Jiki on the top of your library. Then you can copy Snoop an infinite number of times. Then the last copy copies Harbinger again to put like Mog Fanatic or something. Something that does damage as an activated ability. Then you just sack all the goblins and win. Oh. Wow, that swamp was insane. That was... Oh, boy, that makes me sad. The odds of that are like 0. Not 0, but they are tiny. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Huh. Well, math has not been our friend in this league. If we end up without a winning record, I blame math. So we're going to go to Rabble Masters. See, I think we've seen a good example of how bad Rabble Master is. I don't know why everyone plays Rabble Master and Legion War Boss in these decks. I feel like both of them are just like... Rabble Master is a fine sideboard card, but it's so incredibly unlikely, even if you play it on turn 1, that you can ride a Rabble Master all the way to winning. I'm not sure why everyone's so obsessed with those cards in this style of deck, honestly. Yeah, we'll trim some Blood Moons. Since apparently our opponent's going to have swamps anyway. All right, we get to play first. Yeah, there's no way you play that deck and keep a hand that has both your Kiki Jikis. That's not a thing you can do. Land, go. Do you think Mother would be better than Rabblemaster? Mother? So there's matchups where Rabblemaster is good, but my experience has generally been with those cards. You play him and it gets hit by a removal spell, and they do nothing, and you like 2-for-1 yourself, ritualing it out or Simian Spear Guiding out, or you play it and you feel like you're getting there, and then your opponent plays a creature and blocks it, and they're at like 10 life, and you're like, oh, like, I guess that's cool that you're 10 life less, but it's not like I can really punish you for that and finish the game. Yeah, Seasoned Pyromancer does seem like it could be better. Well, Ether Vial for RE Muted. I mean, Kozilek's Return's good. We'll see if we get to our big Chandras. Opponent. Well, next turn we could Ritual out a Chandra, maybe. Is it worth it to play Koth in these decks instead? Not 100% sure. I used to like Koth a lot. It's mostly been replaced by Karn. I would say that Karn is probably the best option there. I could see playing a couple of Koths again, though. Do you think that Temur Adventurous has a chance to be competitive after rotation? Wow, they hit the swamp again. The ugly Origin swamp. Oh, mocking us. Well, good thing we took out Blood Moon. I mean, kinda close to Splice onto Arcane Shenanigans. Mog War Marshal, go make some goblins. I don't know what... does Splice on Arcane do anything for us? Not really. Like, well, we'll see what we draw, I guess. Maybe it could do something. Another Chandra. Well, we have Chandratron. This Vial is actually pretty annoying. Gonna let our opponent keep putting stuff into play at instant speed to potentially deal with our Chandras or our life total. Anyone else expecting the Jumpstart acquisition model will be particularly heinous on Arena? Feels the most likely explanation for why we haven't heard what it'll be yet. So I think my guess is that there'll be some sort of like limited format, and then you'll be able to wildcard stuff. So I assume it'll be... Yeah, we got to hold up Kozilek's Return here, I think. I assume it'll be basically like any other set, with the exception being Jumpstart's weird how it's like distributed, with the packs having rarity rather than the actual cards having rarity. So maybe some stuff will be... And it's a really big set, so actually getting every card in the set would take a lot of limited vials. Snoop, mountain on top. Well, I think we do it. 1, 2, 3. Kozilek's Return. Sweep the board. And we got the Vial tap down, which is nice. Untap. Ooh, well. Ritual. Chandra. Tick up. Hit ya. Snoop does need to be unsummoning sick to actually win. Yeah, Historic should be Brawl, I think. I actually told someone from Wizards at a GB Vegas last year. I think that would make Brawl much better. I think a big appeal of Commander is your cards and decks never go bad. Like, you can always play them. In Commander, because it's casual and you don't even got to worry about tournaments or whatever, or like being optimized. That's not what the format's about. Like, oh, you have to have whatever, Snoop in your Goblin deck or whatever. That's just not what the Commander format's about. Opponent gonna go digging. How many do they get? Oh no! Whoa! Wow! Okay. That is the full combo: a Goblin War Chief and another Ringleader. Hey! Hey! Oh, math still betraying us. Vote it. Puts the War Chief into play. Attacks Chandra. Hits us. Hits Chandra. Passes. Oh yeah, Goblins is a legit tier 1 deck. Yeah, that was a insane ringleader. You know, we draw land. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Are we gonna have to just pass? That's so not good. But I guess that's what we gotta do. So take up Chandra. Ooh. Well, I think we gotta play that. Jeez, that hand. Oh, Lord. Okay. Pass the turd. Wow, that hand is so stocked. About it. Darkabad! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Seth, get your revenge on the Commander Clash crew by having a pizza Commander Clash stream. Ooh, that could be fun. Make everyone else eat some bad pizza. I like that idea. Ah, that hand's absurd. I don't even know if we can just beat this hand naturally. Like, even discounting the combo, which we've dealt with, I'm not convinced we could just beat the cards that are in our opponent's hand. The problem with not dealing with Snoop is it's just so easy to lose immediately. Like, they are playing some build that has a bunch of ways to give Snoop haste. They have the full combo in hand. At some point, you can't even be mad. You just gotta. Sometimes you just gotta shake your head and say, the Magic Gods do not want you to win this game. So our opponents hit 8 cards off of... Our opponents hit 8 cards. 8 cards off of 2 ringleaders. Wow. Yeah, this one's over. Ooh, okay. Sure. I told you, Math's been our enemy today. It's been all league. I feel like we should be 4-0 if Math was closer to average rather than in the absurd end of things. About it. Megs a million goblins. I'm interested in building decks for Commander Clash crew. Do you have any commanders that you or the crew would enjoy playing? Ooh, not off the top of my head that I've really been dying to play. Maybe something new from like Core Set 2021 that I haven't played yet. Well, we get to Kozilek's return, although we still take 1,000,000. And our opponent's hand is still absurd. Gonna munitions expert Chandra. Alright. Well, goblins. Oh, I'd love to take a look at it, Jay Moriarty. That sounds unique. Definitely a unique idea. So opponent kills our Chandra. Gonna make it tough to cast future things. And these matrons are gonna find whatever our opponent needs. I mean, well, we won't give up yet, but we are, I believe, 0% to win this game. I definitely don't order wacky pizzas. I like normal edible pizza. Not anchovies and the like. So opponent gonna do a bunch of sacking. Is there any point in finishing this? They still have another ringleader, which they will obviously hit 4 goblins with. So I think you should hit about 2 goblins, maybe slightly over 2. When you account for lands and ether vials and potentially like a playset or so of utility spells, maybe slightly more, somewhere in that range. Yeah, the kids are going hungry. Math has betrayed the children. Who has a better beard, Seth or Ajati? I think we have similarly good beards. Biggest surprise was your reaction to the olives. Yeah, I don't like olives. Yeah, Unearth can be good in goblins. Good way to get back Snoop if you need to. So opponent eventually manages to sack everything. Sure. We untap. Well, I mean, I don't know if any of this actually matters, but Desperate Ritual, play Chandra. Yeah, I mean, we're fighting a battle that can't be won here. Chandra. Definitely not because I like olives, that's for sure. Chandra, hit ya. Or discard our hand. That also, I guess, is acceptable. Play a land. Pass the turn. So our opponent, ringleader, matron. Yeah. Oh, math ruined our day. Please revisit Shared Fate. That could be a fun super janky deck to revisit at some point. Big Chandra. I don't think anything's. I think we're dead in just like, if not this turn, at 2 turns, because our opponent can. They have ringleader to run more cards. They can goblin matron up haste lords. So even, or they can goblin matron up a way to kill sorcerer spyglass and then just go infinite. They have Big Chandra. I don't even think really does anything. I don't think any of our cards do anything. Are you doing Teferi Tribal for Planeswalker Tribal? I'm sure we'll do Teferi Tribal at some point. How many do they get this time? Ringleader. Oh, they whiffed. There is some amount of justice in the universe. Unfortunately, it's once the game's already over because our opponent hit 4 twice in a row. Have you considered the big idea against the odds? I don't know what the big idea is. Is that a deck? Recently played a 4-hour, 22-minute Commander game that ended with 3 players decked and shared fate in play. That sounds like quite an insane game. Ooh, let me see, Halfwing. That does look like it could do a lot of annoying of opponents. That's for sure. Oh, I don't know all the unset names that well. Opponent, we're just gonna F6 here. Kill us now. Kill us later. You have at your leisure about it. The big idea. So it's not really possible to do unset against the odds, even though it would be sweet. But they just they don't exist. They don't exist on Magic Online, so. Maybe if there's someday a special paper episode of Against Odds. But that's the sticking point. Opponent goes combat attacks, hits us. So we're definitely dead next turn. Down to 10. We draw land. Well, we play the land. Chandra, draw some cards. Yeah, this doesn't actually save us. Torpor Orb. Ensnaring Bridge. So technically this keeps us from getting attacked, but our opponent can just win with this Slinglang Lieutenant. Pass the turn. I mean, those are normally pretty good cards. Torpor Orb seems pretty absurd in this format. Torpor Orb has been the best card in almost every matchup we've played. I wonder if there's any way the metagame's in a point where you should be playing Torpor Orb in the main deck. I mean, I don't think Snoop matters at this point. Opponent's already got all the cards in the world in hand, so playing Goblins off the top isn't that exciting. If our opponent's spending time doing that, we're pretty fine with it. And then they can't combo because of Sorcerous Spyglass, so I think Snoop is just basically a 2-2 now. Eater of Days. Ooh, Eater of Days. Wait, what are we Eater of Daysing? Spyglass is on Snoop to prevent the infinite combo. Another one for Sling Gang would be good, but our time is minimal. Once our opponent has 10 goblins, we die. And they have 6 goblins in hand. So it's not going to take that long for but we are drawing potentially 3 cards a turn, or 4 cards a turn, so maybe we'll get there. So what do we learn about this deck, win or lose? New Chandra's great. I'm going to be a little disappointed we didn't end up. Okay, sure. Hardcast Kiki. And opponent thinking. Sling Gang. I mean, we're not dead this turn. Opponent passes. I guess if we hit the right things, there is a small amount of hope still. Kozilek's Return is one of those things. So we will Kozilek's Return. Opponent can drain us a bunch. Watch us actually get back in this after being ridiculously far behind. So opponent can copy. They can drain us for 6. But all these Matrons and Harbingers don't do anything anymore. They still have another. Do they still have another Ringleader? No, I don't think so. I think they have Matron, Harbinger? I mean, we might actually kind of be in this. Opponent sacking, draining. Watch us somehow win that. That would be amazing. 0%, it doesn't always mean 0%. It's like somewhere close to 0%. We are down to 4. They better not have Goblin Grenade. Yeah, we're definitely not trying to clock our opponent, but we gotta feed the kids. We need this win. We need one more win. Yeah, Trashmaster would be really good against us. All right, down to 4. Opponent's up to 31. Oh, we could have activated Chandra. F6 mistakes were made. Opponent, Vile. Opponent's hand, after drawing 8 cards with Ringleader, suddenly does not look very good. Land. Come on, cast those Matrons. Torborb is great. Torborb is super great. Harbinger, yeah. Little sad with the Torpor Orb out. Matron, yeah, really sad with the Torpor Orb out. Opponent might not have another Sling Gang. Slagstorm, well, we will Slagstorm. Sweep the board. Chandra, this time we will take it up. Discard, draw. Second Torpor Orb. Pass the turn. I guess we also got to kill our opponent at some point, somehow. About it. I mean, we're back in it. I'm waiting on this week's podcast and this week's Goat Magic. Well, the podcast will be up as soon as the stream ends. I will put it up. So shortly, Goat Magic. There will be more Goat Magic in the near future, but I don't know exactly when there will be a Goat Magic. War Chief. Matron. Passes. We draw. Chandra, that's good. Play a Chandra. Take it up. Actually, let's... Yeah, I guess we shock this. Kill the War Chief. Take up Chandra. No Blood Moon. Down to 28. Pass the turn. Audios for the 23rd month, closing in on 2 years. The first deck I added was your Dagger Bird. Thank you for the amazing content. Well, thank you, Audios, for all the subscriptions. And opponent scoops it up. Oh my goodness, the 0%er paid off. We have a chance. We have a chance. We have a chance. Hey, what's up, Terry? How are you? Good to see you. Welcome back to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. Is there anything else we can do? Chalice isn't great. None of our cards are great. None of our sideboard options. No, all right. Torpor was good. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Our opponent's due to not draw the swamp. So Blood Moon might be good this game. Can't always draw your one swamp. So this might be the time. Okay. We will keep Cavern, Exile Cavern. All right. We got the Torpor Orb. We got the Kozilek's return. Maybe. Anti-Zevel. Also, our opponent's in some danger of timing out. Torpor Orb does stop the combo. Another Kozilek's Return. Yeah, Torpor Orb stops Bogart Harbinger, so our opponent can... Yes, they can't tutor stuff to the top of their deck, essentially. I've been meaning to ask, what is the extension you use on Arena where you see the land percentage on your bottom left? That is untap.gg, I believe it's called. It's a free public thing. So if you look it up, or if anyone has a link, it's actually pretty handy. It keeps track of, the main reason I got it is it keeps track of all your games. So you can go back and see your matchups, your win percentages. If you have a deck and you like change cards in the deck, it'll keep track of the changes and your record before and after the changes. I think it's really cool. I mean, I assume our opponent still has the combo in their deck. I don't think you ever sideboard it out because you can still beat down, but oh, Crater Maker. That is a good answer. That actually gets around Torpor Orb pretty effectively. Ugh. All right. Well, land go. We have a ton of removal. As sad as it sounds, this might come down to time. This might just be our opponent running out of time. Yeah, I think there's a few options out there, but that was the first one I tried, and I liked it, so. All right, there goes the Torpor Orb. There goes our, probably our best line of defense from the combo at the moment. Although, with all the removal in hand, it's going to be hard to get comboed off immediately. Sling Gang, Lieutenant. Yeah, let's just kill it. Save the Kozilek's Returns. Plus, we want to get towards empty-handed at some point. Yeah, Kozilek's Return, the Mythic Pyroclasm. I mean, I guess it has an upside when you cast an Eldrazi, but it's pretty much a Mythic Pyroclasm. Pass the turn. The kids might end up eating. Can we stay alive 4 minutes and 37 seconds? Goblin War Chief. Opponent goes combat. Well, alright. 1, 2, 3. Kozilek's Return. Keep the board clean. Draw. Alright. That's good. Spyglass. Ooh. Well. Gotta name Trashmaster. We'll see how many crate makers our opponent has. Opponent might be able to get us here. They might be able to stack up enough stuff. Opponent. Ringleader. What do they find? Come on. Come on, bad one. A bad one. We're due for a bad one. Leave our crates alone. Leave our crates alone. Alright. Ringleader hits Ringleader's Sling Gang. It's not horrible. Although our opponent is stuck playing one Goblin a turn since they don't have a Vial. Opponent gets in. Hits us for 2 down to 17. We draw. Chandra? Chandra, please. Mountain. Alright, play a mountain past the turn. We need some card draw. We need 5-mana Chandra, which is like the best card in our deck now, somehow. Hey, what's up, Loggy Bear? How are you? Opponent. Alright, let's just cast a Ritual to get empty-handed. Or low enough on cards that we don't get attacked here. All right, opponent finds Snoop. All right, untap, draw. Land. Pass the turn. So I think we want to Kozilek's return with Harbinger trigger on the stack. Actually, we can... Huh. I think we can let them tutor up the Kiki Jiki first. Which is pretty bad. And then when they tap... Wait. Does this not actually work? No, it works. We're good. I don't know why we were worried. Yeah. So we just kill it, it fizzles the trigger. And now our opponent tutor up a Kiki, which they don't want to be drawing next turn, but they are drawing next turn. Yeah. That's what we wanted. So now our opponent gets, it's a tiny bit of value, but now our opponent, instead of getting to tutor up something like another Snoop, is drawing Kiki, which they probably want in their deck. Oh, we could really use a good draw. We could really... Another Sorcerer, Spyglass, a Torpor Orb. Yeah, they could have gotten a Crate Maker. I guess they... Uh-oh, opponent has lost connection to the game. Oh! 2 minutes and 11 seconds away from the kids eating. Our opponent had said earlier they were having internet issues, so it likely could be an internet issue. I mean, I guess it could also be a rage quit, but we'll see. So, as we wait for our opponent, what do we learn about this deck today? And we'll open our chest if we get it, and then I got to post a podcast. So, what do we learn about this deck? First off, the format felt pretty healthy. We played, honestly, mostly fair decks, depending on how you count Goblins. We didn't really play any combo. We played like Death and Taxes, just grindy mid-range fair decks. The deck itself, big takeaway, I think it's in an okay place. Not the best place it's ever been in. Chalice was a little hit or miss. Blood Moon was a little bit awkward against like Death and Taxes, but they had some good matchups. The big takeaway is that Chandra Heart of Fire is super sweet in this deck, and that's the biggest thing I learned. It is a worthy inclusion. It is one of the best cards in our deck. It digs really deep to find our answers. It shoots stuff down. The only thing I would say is maybe we should find a way to make the ultimate a little bit more relevant, especially if we can do it in a way that doesn't take up many slots to the deck. But Chandra Heart of Fire is absolutely great in this deck. That was very impressive throughout all of our matchups. 43 seconds away from a treasure chest. We didn't cast a big Chandra a single time. Not a single one. But we're technically going to finish with a 3-2 by the looks, even if our opponent comes back, which is looking unlikely. There's no way they're going to win in 30 seconds with their internet issues. The kids get to eat. The kids get to eat. Yeah, something like Unbanned Fire could be good. Stream's almost over. After this game finishes, we got to crack our chest, and then we'll wrap up, and I will go post the podcast. But the good news is, we will be back tomorrow night. 25-ish hours from now. Ooh, Volrath Shapestealer. I don't think I've ever played a Volrath deck. Seems like a really sweet commander, though. And, opponent has joined the game, but I think they're a bit too late with the joinage. And That means one treasure chest. The 3 and 2 with Chandra Prison. What do we get? What do we get? One chest to open. One of one. It could be a full set. It could be something spectacular. The kids are eating. We get... Mana Confluence might have some value. Mana Confluence comes in at $6.82. Considering we could have sold the chest for like $2.50, that's a win. Also got some of the new Jumpstart lands, which are super cheap. If you're looking for cheap bling on Moto, these lands are like almost free because you get 5 when you get them in a chest instead of 1. Leyland of Anticipation, it's a sweet card, but not valuable. Not a bad chest, not a bad deck, not a bad stream. Whoo! Yeah, that is a Jumpstart Mountains. On that note, everyone, yes, Astrolabe is banned. We just played a whole league, didn't see it. They said it was going into effect today, so I believe we're good as far as Astrolabe. So if you want to check out the new format, play Chandra Heart of Fire. Definitely good in Mono Red Prison, for sure. But anyway, everyone, what are we playing tomorrow? That's a good question. It'll probably... It'll either be standard or modern to avoid arena bannings, and then after Jumpstart comes out, we will probably be playing a lot of Historic in the next week. So probably standard or modern, not 100% sure. If you got ideas, let me know. Anyway, everyone, quick reminders. Replay YouTube. That's where you'd find the old streams. This one should be up tomorrow. Normal YouTube. Budget Magic coming out tonight, so check that out. And one more reminder that our sponsor tonight. Shared Fate would be fun. We definitely got a Shared Fate at some point. One more reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. And if you need some Magic cards, maybe Core Set 2021 or other stuff, you can get them at cardkingdom.com. Even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. Just let them know you want one in your order notes. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the stream. Most importantly, thank you to all of you. You all are amazing, spectacular. Thanks for donating, subscribing, just hanging out and having fun. Y'all are super amazing. I love y'all. Thank you so much for being awesome. Have a wonderful night. I'm going to go post a podcast. I'll be back 25 hours from now, 6 Eastern tomorrow. So until then, have a good night, and I will talk to you soon.